After the election, where them do, we still they wait for the change, All the promise when they make, it don't be like saying a fake, Where the money, where the food, Cause everybody want improve. Since you come, no tears and pain, we don't tire to complain, I see the bad way you've been do. You don't turn Nigeria into two. 97% and 5%. You know been talk like president. They rule Nigeria with sentiment. I take your office to revenge. Oh yeah now, Oga Buhari, we dey beg you. Let Nigeria no go scatter for your head, yo. Yes, after the election, where them do, we still they wait to see the change, yo. Cause all the promise when they make, it don't be like saying a fake, yo. Where the money, where the food, Nigerian people want improve. After the election, where them do, we still they wait for the change, All the promise when they make, it don't be like saying a fake, Where the money, where the food, Cause everybody want improve. Since you come, no tears and pain, we don't tire to complain, I see the bad way you've been do. You don't turn Nigeria into two. 97% and 5%. You know been talk like president. They rule Nigeria with sentiment. I take your office to revenge. Oh yeah now, Oga Buhari, we dey beg you. Let Nigeria no go scatter for your head, yo. Yes, after the election, where them do, we still they wait to see the change, yo. Cause all the promise when they make, it don't be like saying a fake, yo. Where the money, where the food, Nigerian people want improve.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk through to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we loud, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. MaiyegunDiary Politico, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle so they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses.
That's right. Eka son, eka ro, eka le. Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, good evening to you, from wherever you are watching from. And this is Maiyegun live. Although we are starting late and I ran into a bit of a technical glitch when that actually caused us to be delayed. However, I have managed to get hang on, let me see. Yeah, I have with me on this platform right now, Professor Banji Akintoye, the Alana, Oodua, worldwide. And at the same time is, partner, which I can say, another powerful person, Professor Wale Adeniran. So I have these two powerful men on MaiyegunsDiary Politico today who are going to be discussing with me a lot on the self-determination struggle of the Yoruba people. How are we forging on and forging ahead now that Oloye Sunday Igboho has been freed? Then that we experienced a little bit of a setback in the self-determination advocacy back then. So I'm not going to delay you for too long, so we can just get it started with. If you are unable to watch me on Facebook right now, Facebook just sent me a message that they want me, they have me suspended for another 30 days, whatever that means. But you can join me on YouTube, or you can tell everyone to join us on YouTube this afternoon. So without wasting much of our time, I have here Professor Banji Akintoye and Professor Adeniran Adewale. They are going to be discussing with me and with all of us all over the world this afternoon about the latest or the progress as well as the way forward on this Yoruba nation. Good afternoon, sirs.
Yeah, good afternoon.
From you first, sir.
Good afternoon to you. Right. All over the world, we are engaged in this historic struggle, and we are going to be victorious very soon. We will have our own country, so we can begin to build it in our own image, and not in the image of the Fulani. God bless you. God bless you.
So,
as we move forward to build a country that will rank among the best in the world.
That's right. Thank you, sir. All right. To get down to it. Adeniran, sir. Let's hear from you too, sir.
Yeah, kushe takun. Oodua agbeyin o. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí Alana ti wí, a ti ní ìdánilójú wípé a máa gba orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá olómìnira tó dẹ̀ máa jẹ́ orílẹ̀-èdè tó fẹ́ràn ìtẹ̀síwájú, tó máa pèsè iṣẹ́ fún gbogbo àwọn ọ̀dọ́ wa, tó máa rí pé kò sẹ́ni tí ò níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́, níbi tí àlàáfíà ti máa jọba, tọkàn gbogbo aráàlú tó máa balẹ̀. Ìdánilójú tí mò ń fún yín nìyí lórúkọ Alana, torí gbogbo ìgbà làwọn náà máa ń sọ pé irú orílẹ̀-èdè tá a fẹ́ nìyẹn. Inú wa dẹ̀ dùn pé a nírú èèyàn bíi Maiyegun tó ń bá wa gbé ìkéde orílẹ̀-èdè olómìnira Yorùbá tó ń bá wa gbé sókè, tó ń bá wa sọ káàkiri ayé. Ọlọ́run á túbọ̀ máa tún yín ṣe. Ẹ ṣé.
Thank you so much, sir. So, ibi tá ti máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ wa majorly lénìí ni pé a rí gbogbo setback tí a witness nígbà tí wọ́n attack ilé olóyè Sunday Igboho. We're making so many progress at the time, and we're monitoring the progress until they struck. Now, that setback seems to be over now. So, if we have to do a quick catch-up, Baba, you have to relocate back to Benin Republic because of Oluye Sunday Igboho. Do you mind sharing that experience with us before we get deep into this conversation today, sir?
Thank you very much. Yes, I and Deputy Alana, Professor Adeniran, were in Benin Republic. We were just in transit. We were planning to move on. But that night we got information that he had been arrested, that Sunday Igboho had been arrested. And that was within minutes of his arrest. Friends at the airport called us to say, your son has been arrested. And I said, okay. And we moved into action immediately. Within minutes also, we had contacted lawyers to step in, because we know, especially learning from the experience of the leader of IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. We know that the Nigerian government must have a hand in it. And we were right. We were told that night that there was a helicopter ready near the airport to whisk Sunday back to Nigeria. We didn't see the helicopter, but we got credible reports from the airport that that was the situation. So we asked our lawyer to make sure that that will never happen. So the lawyers went out and registered their presence as lawyers for this man who had been arrested at the airport. They didn't know exactly where they had taken him. They didn't immediately know. But then they set out to go and find out, where they had taken him. And they found out and registered that they were the lawyers for this person. That made it impossible for any authority, anybody in Benin Republic to send him to Nigeria without taking him to court. So he went to court. And the situation is that he didn't commit any offense in Benin Republic. He didn't enter the country without proper documentation. He could see in but you understand how these things can happen. That's right. So they decided that they were going to investigate. They were going to investigate. And that was a very good step for them to take, because every country has the right to investigate anything in its territory. That's right. Nigeria cannot say you cannot investigate. So that was a very good thing for us, that they told the Nigerian authorities and the rest of the world that they were investigating, and they should leave us alone to do the investigation. That prevented Sunday from being taken to Nigeria. And you cannot tell them they cannot investigate. So that's the situation until we were then able to step in and begin to negotiate with the authorities of the matter. I cannot say everything here because a lot of it is very, and that's what very highly confidential.
With Professor Adeniran as well, yeah?
Yeah.
But the end result is that they agreed with us, and on the terms that, and they have released our son to us. Sunday was released to me as his father. That's right. Yeah, because that's what I had been known by for months while he was in the. So Sunday was released to me as his father, and Professor Adeniran was enormously enormously, it was a great thing that I had him by my side. Because I don't speak French, but he is a professor of French.
Wow.
And so he had in fact taught in a university before in French. So, so we were a very good team. I could say what we needed to say, and he would interpret them, what I say to them, and interpret what they were saying to me. Occasionally we mix Yoruba with it. They spoke some Yoruba, we speak Yoruba, and so on. But thank God where we are. Sunday is away from, is no longer being held by anybody.
That's right, sir.
Some people have been saying, oh, Daniel sick, sick, can't. Sick at all. There is no sickness in him. Oh, one release a no, that's not true. One release one doctor said no, one release a phone me by me, but one release a phone can't.
Thank you so much, sir. So, in Wadun, Ayowakun, when the news broke that Oloye Sunday Igboho, has been released. Before then, our diaspora, we felt like we needed to push harder, including those who are, for the forefront of getting this whole thing resolved. And before we could strike, they released him to Alana. And in that regard, we now said, well, that was what gave us the idea into your welfare, how long you've been in Benin Republic, how many other Yorubas who have been making sure that you are as comfortable as you can be over the period and all that. And that was where we came in. We said, okay, if now that the setback is over, the setback of Odin Oloye Sunday Igboho is over, where can we be of help? Where can we be? Or where can we come in? And that was when you told me about you.
Yeah. Yes, we're still in
for some time.
Great. And because of that, we have now come to this conclusion of, okay, what can we do now that the delay is over? What will be the next move? And that's why we want to start with you. I don't mind if Professor Adeniran will chip in, then Alana will also join in that. Where are we going from here? Now that we have gotten to this stage, we know it's not really over. We know so many things are still quite going on the ground. But where are we going from here? Let me start with you, sir.
Yeah. Maiyegun, we cannot afford to lay all our cards on the table.
Right.
Nǹkan tá bá fi pamọ́ ló máa ń níyì. Àwọn tá ń bá tayò, àwọn ò kí ń sọ fún wọn, wọn ò kí ń sọ fún wa. Kí làwọn fẹ́ ṣe sí wa. So bá ṣe máa rìnrìn wa, a gbọ́dọ̀ sọ fún wọn. But certain things are critical at this stage. We should start thinking of diplomatic shuttles to countries that we can identify as being sympathetic to our cause. And there are quite a number of them. Here in Africa, in the Americas, in Europe, in Asia. So that's going to require considerable resources. Secondly, we have to sustain the momentum for Yoruba self-determination at home so that our people continue to agitate and take all necessary steps to protect themselves and to advance the case of an independent Yoruba nation. Soonest. Gbogbo àwọn tó yẹ kí bá wa fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀, àwọn ọ̀tọ̀nkùlú, àwọn mọ̀jẹ̀sín, ọkùnrin, obìnrin, ọmọdé, àgbà, ìyálọ́jà ni o, àgbẹ̀ ni o, oníṣòwò ni o, awakọ̀ ni o, gbogbo wa pátápátá ní ìsìn a gbọ́dọ̀ fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀. Torí nǹkan tó gbé Sunday jáde, mo gbọ́dọ̀ sọ ní ìsìn, a gbọ́dọ̀ gbóríyìn fún Prof Banji Akintoye. Torí nígbà tí gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣú dẹ̀dẹ̀, tó dàbẹ̀ ni pé kò ní sí mọ́lẹ̀ mọ́ rárá, bàbá yẹn sọ pé ó dijọ́ tán bá fi Sunday Igboho lẹ̀ kóun tó fi Benin lẹ̀. Ibi kọ́là pọ̀ à ń tẹ̀síwájú nínú àjò ní gbogbo ilé ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ nígbà tó ṣẹlẹ̀ until Sunday Igboho is released I will not leave Benin Republic, and that's how we got smart. And you know, fortunately, I think the authorities noticed that there is an elderly scholar of international repute who is a leader of the Yoruba worldwide and who is committed to Sunday Igboho's welfare. Then, of course, an invitation came. We honored the invitation. Like Alana said, we cannot say everything here.
Yeah.
But apart from paying tribute to Professor Banji Akintoye, we should also thank the Benin authorities because they showed great understanding. So when our compatriots were planning on going to court, either in Arusha or ECOWAS or here in Benin or anywhere in the world, that was why we kept telling them, let's wait a bit, let's take it easy.
Right.
Some were so impatient. They were saying, no, we've been waiting all these months. We told them, look, we cannot tell you everything that is going on.
That's right.
Moves were being made behind the scenes. And if we are not going to settle the whole thing, we shouldn't talk. We shouldn't say anything. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀yin àwọn àgbà wa ṣe máa ń sọ, wọ́n ní ẹ má bínú inú lóko ẹyẹ ń gbé. So bó ṣe rí nìyẹn. So nǹkan méjì ló ṣe pàtàkì fún wa ní ìsìn. Àwọn tá a máa kọ sí ní gbogbo àgbáyé wọ́n ti wà lẹ́yìn ká lè rí orílẹ̀-èdè wa. Èkejì, ìdáàbòbò ní ilé àti bí ìjàngbara rẹ̀ bó ṣe máa túbọ̀ fẹsẹ̀ múlẹ̀ sí tó máa kárí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn, olówó ni o, mẹ̀kúnnù ni o, ọkùnrin ni, obìnrin ni, ọmọdé ni, àgbà ni. Mo rò pé àwọn nǹkan méjì yẹn ló fi wájú ní ìsìn.
Priority. Alana sir.
Ẹ ṣé, mò ń gbọ́.
Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ bá mi kí wọn lẹ́yìn ni. What is lay priority wa báyìí sí? And I believe that I agree with that, if I may say that, sir.
Yes, we are already working on the priorities now.
Great.
We are already making contacts around the world for the Yoruba nation. And we are discovering that we are stronger than we thought.
That's right, sir.
We are discovering that we Yoruba are much stronger than we thought. And that's a happy thing to happen to a nation. Ibita ti sakakiri ibita ti eti de rara. Ẹni tó ń ṣe ọ̀gá wọn pátápátá ń bẹ̀ president àbí prime minister ó sọ pé Professor Akintoye kàn ní university ní America. Ẹlòmíràn wà ní gbébi tó jìnnà tó sọ pé Professor Akintoye kò kọ́ ní university, but he was a very popular man in our university in so place in America. He was a famous professor in our university in America. And so gbogbo wọn yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀, and we are just grateful. And the same thing with Professor Adeniran. Professor Adeniran is a graduate of the highest university in France. And that's not a little thing. At the Sorbonne. That's not a little thing. So there are other people who are coming in. There are other people who are coming in and they're offering their support. Men and women.
Something about getting together Yoruba professionals, ideologists, bringing them into, you know what I mean? You told me something similar, that you have that plan as well to broaden. Yeah.
Yes, we are putting together now the details of Yoruba ideology. It's not a Jekakura Jokalogba country walasan.
No.
It has to be an ideological approach that will lay down precisely what the Yoruba people are and want to be in the world. And everybody who is working in the context of the Yoruba self-determination struggle,
yes, sir,
will have to agree to that ideology. We have to subscribe to that ideology. We are working on that now. It has come to, we have come to that point
as well.
There are things that it's difficult to say, but we must hint a little here and there.
We need some things.
We must hint here and there. And a white man, a professor of economics,
right,
was talking in a seminar somewhere in Europe. And he said, the philosophy of the white world must be to make sure that Nigeria, that Africa, the world become an industrialized part of the world. We need them to be where they are now. That is, producers of raw materials for us to process and sell back to them. When we allow them to become industrialized, we, the Western world, will suffer seriously. That is a major thing, and our people must recognize the country out of Nigeria is a struggle to create the situation in which we change the logic of Western domination of the world. As I said, we are not antagonistic to any group, but we must show that we are human beings too.
That's right.
And that there is nothing they can do that we cannot do. Our father, Chief Awolowo, used to say, we can do whatever any other group of people in the world can do. As a young man, I believe that very strongly. I think we have now come to the point at which we must go back to it in a very strong and dedicated manner. We want to be a nation that is as strong and well organized and well highly respected in the world.
That's right.
And that is able to take its own decisions that will not be easy for anybody from outside to come and twist around. We must begin to lay the foundation now. And that's where the whole question of an ideology comes in. This is a historic struggle. It's a struggle not only to free the Yoruba people, but to help the Yoruba people to lead the black world in a direction that will give dignity and respect to the black man in the world. I can't say more than that. I have said a little too much. I have said a little too much already. In fact,
well, maybe not. Maybe not. But I love the fact that you are holding back a little as well, or you are holding back a lot. But the little you are giving to us are quite, impressive and promising, I have to say. But let's go back to Professor Adeniran's, summation of what he told us earlier, the priority, and using this momentum that we have now. Something strike you when my name was mentioned to you and what we were doing. And we had a chat around that behind the scene, which you personally told me about your admiration of what we are doing. And finally, I'm bringing you to the people who actually made that happen. So talking about using the momentum, Yorubas coming together all over the world, believing that when an injustice is done to one, it's pretty much like an injustice done to all. And in this case, they didn't just talk. They put actions into our words. And that got your attention. Where you believe that if Yorubas can believe this strongly, then we can build on this. Talking about unity and all that. So priority and our people. So I have my people here and they have you here too. Now, if you have to say, this is it, let's do it. How would you say that? Because somebody said something about, I mean, Professor Adeniran said something about finance. You can't do all these beautiful ideas of yours. You can't really make them happen if you don't have a reliable, dependable source of funding. And here we are. The Yorubas have proved that, including our friends who are friends of Yorubas on MaiyegundsDiary Politico, they did prove something that got your attention. So if you have to put this in a context, talking about using the momentum, Professor Adeniran, sir, where would you say we should start from? Using the unity word and using this momentum as well, going forward, sir?
Well, like you said, I think we have to reach out to all those who are our own all over the world. You know, the Yoruba, they are not restricted to Nigeria.
That's right.
Now, for instance, the population of the Yoruba in Nigeria is estimated at something between 55 and 60 million. But you have those in Brazil who claim Yoruba identity, and the number, I think, well over 80 million. Amazing. We have to reach out to them. Then you have them in various sizes, in the Latin American countries, in the Caribbeans. You have them in North America. You have them in Europe. We have to reach out to them where they are so that they know that they are reckoned with and that they have a contribution to make in ensuring that the Yoruba take their rightful place in the world among the community of nations. So what we are doing is not just for Yoruba alone, it's for the entire black race, as the Alana has pointed out. But to be able to do that, we have to rally all the Yoruba in the world. And we have to be conscious of the fact that there are Yoruba people in Brazil who may not be as dark-skinned as you and I are, Maiyegun, but who are very proud of that Yoruba identity. We have to carry them along. We have to bring them on board. That is very crucial. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Then I'll go to Alana. Here we are. Maybe you are the right person to even talk about galvanizing and then, you know, encouraging all the Yorubas and those who have the Yorubas interest at that, right? To what? To concentrate their energy, their resources genuinely towards what can really bring about that Yoruba nation. Baba, if you have to put it in your own words, right? How do we do that?
Yes, we are, as I said, we are a very strong nation.
Yes, sir.
And from time to time, individuals arise among us who exemplify that strength. It's very good for the Yoruba nation. Actually, you know, I interviewed an old man in 1963 when I was doing my research for my PhD thesis. In 1963, I was interviewing a group of chiefs in Ikino. And they told me, they asked me, have you interviewed the Olobagun? Obagun is a small town, you know. The Olobagun at that time, Oba Adekansola, the Olobagun, was a very old man, but very knowledgeable about Yoruba traditions and so on. So I went to interview him. I interviewed him for 3 days. And one of the things he said to me that has stuck in my mind, that has guided my steps in attending to the affairs of the Yoruba nation is this. So we Yoruba were made from the beginning to be a great nation. That's right. No matter what happens, we can never become a small nation. God Olodumare has our earliest ancestors entered into a contract with Olodumare, so that there are people who are lined up to come into the Yoruba nation at critical moments in the history of the Yoruba nation. When it looks as if the Yoruba nation is sleeping or suffering or whatever, then they will pop up and they will lead the Yoruba nation far forward. And they will never, there are so many that they will never cease coming. Sometimes there may be two together. Often you may not even recognize them, but they will keep coming. Sometimes the gap between one and the next one may be very long, maybe years or decades. But when the time comes for somebody to come and wake the Yoruba nation up, that one will come. That is the secret of the power of the Yoruba nation. We can never become, no matter what anybody may, all of these things that they're doing in Nigeria cannot make the Yoruba become a small nation. It's not going to happen. We are going to be right there in the forefront in the world at all times. It was a big thing to ponder. And I keep pondering today, and I keep living upon it today. The Yoruba nation will rise. But the important thing we must recognize that a lot of the rising will occur through individuals who begin to do things that are unusual. Like a 36-year-old young man called a meeting in London in 1945 and say, let us form Egbe Omo Oodua. 30-something years old young man. If Allah today is our father, but he was a boy too at some time, and he was just a boy at the time that he was calling a meeting of Egbe Omo Oodua. That is it. Samuel Ajayi Crowther was a poor village boy who was seized and taken away to slavery. And he came back to teach the Yoruba people how to write their language and gave the orthography not only to the Yoruba language, but to the languages of some other people in what is now Nigeria.
That's right.
They will always keep coming. Such people will always keep coming. When I heard that there was an effort being made by one young man called Maiyegun, you don't, because I've never had the name before, I've never met him before, I didn't pay much attention. But then what struck me is that people began to call me. People of good repute with me. People whom I trust, people whom I know, began to call me, Baba, or this Maiyegun, I know him. He's a dependable person, he's a reliable person, and he's very patriotic and loyal to the Yoruba cause. Okay. Oh, we will go and introduce you to him, or introduce him to you, or whatever.
Right.
And the number of people coming to me and to Professor Adeniran just. So I said, okay, let's find out what is happening here. And so your group invited me, and I see that.
Yeah, we can hear you. It's breaking up a bit. Don't break up there, boy. I'm going, sir.
Yeah. Among the people who know you, who have interacted with you, who have done things with you in the world, you are regarded with great respect. They tell me that you are a man great integrity. In this struggle, we should give it to such a person in the struggle. And I'm glad that I'm a servant. I'm a servant of the Yoruba nation. When I encounter this kind of information, I react to them, I respond to them. I responded to the question, to the information. And I'm glad that more and more of the people who know you have been coming to me to say the same thing. There are people here in Nigeria just next door, who are banking business and business and this, that. And they say, Baba, this is somebody we can recommend very highly to you. So that's the situation. Yeah, my son, I mustn't appear to be flattering my son. I'm not flattering you. I'm telling you what the information that has come to me. And I am happy that I have found you to be what they say you are. I'm very glad. I'm very proud of you. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you.
But so we have our agenda, which will require a lot of resources. A lot of countries now want us to send people to come and see them, and we must be strong enough to do so. Fortunately, there is another effort being made to create a Yoruba National Fund. As a matter of fact, I'll be holding a meeting with those people tonight, and it is possible that next Saturday we will be able to announce to the world that the Yoruba National Fund has been created. And I mentioned that to you, and I loved your response. You said, oh, okay, we can be the receptacle of funds. And the other two can also be, but whoever wants to come and take any resources from us to do anything for the Yoruba nation, we will ask them to go to the Yoruba National Fund, which will have all the machinery. The way it is being planned, it will have the machinery. It will have a board of trustees of highly regarded Yoruba people. It will have a committee that will assess every request for funds. It will be, and the funds will be issued by an accounting firm, and then there will be an audit company that will audit the account regularly and make the audit. So the way they are planning it is gorgeous. And that's why I said, just let us wait, because I love what I'm hearing from these people. So so they will have the machinery. The other fund you said it will be.
They suggested that we'll call it Yoruba Rescue Fund.
Rescue Fund, yes.
Okay.
The outside
land. Yeah, outside
the source. Yeah,
So that other fund and this Yoruba Center and the Yoruba National Fund working together, hand in hand. Beautiful plan, beautiful idea. And I'm very happy that the idea came from you. It's not I who put it forward and said this is what we should do. No, I was very joyful when you brought up that kind of suggestion, and I'm very proud. I'm proud to be a Yoruba man. We are unique people in the world. The world will begin to see it soon. I say it proudly. I talk proudly wherever I go. And I talk a lot to highly placed people, especially in the academic world.
Yes.
And I think the idea is there now, well planted, that these Yoruba people are going to do something wonderful in the world.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Before I come to you, let me quickly say this.
Yes, sir.
That the Yoruba all over the world, the population of Yoruba all over the world is estimated at about was from 10 years ago estimated at over 200 million. Now, you can pick up Paula Abimbola's book on Yoruba culture. It's not voluminous. Very interesting read. It tells you about the Yoruba culture and the strength of the Yoruba culture all over the world. So we are a very big nation, as the Alana said. We are big, we are powerful, and we are a proud people. Now to you, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
The first person to speak to me about you happens to be my Aburo from Ile-Ife, Dele Odesami. He spoke of you in such, how shall I put it, glowing terms that I got curious. Baba, what almost of you? Ọmọ gidi ni ọkùnrin tó ń jẹ́ Maiyegun yẹn. Ó dependable gan. Owó kọ́ ló ń wá. Ó ní program tiẹ̀ tó fi ń pawó táwọn èèyàn máa ń tune sí thousands lọ́sọ̀ọ̀sẹ̀. Ó ṣùgbọ́n eléyìí tó ń ṣe fún Yorùbá nation yìí. Ó believe nínú ẹ̀ gan ni o. So he had been always talking to me about Maiyegun in the past, shall I say, 8 weeks.
Wow.
Then someone very dear to Prof. Akintoye, and whom I like and respect, Dr. Shonami, a top flight banker from the finance sector, called me up one night and started talking to me about you, using such terms as dependable, honest, straightforward, committed, fearless. And I said, look, I want to meet this gentleman. This is the kind of person we should be dealing with. So that's what brought us together. People from various sectors of life saying same thing about you. When Professor Akintoye and I say this, we are not trying to flatter you. You happen to be one Yoruba person that nobody has spoken to us negatively about.
Wow.
No Yoruba person has spoken to us, to Professor Akintoye the Alana, and my humble self, about you in any negative time.
That's amazing.
Thank you. It's more than amazing. It's remarkable. I can't believe it. Because we Yoruba people are very critical. We are very critical of each other. We criticize ourselves, I would say very harshly. So to see one of us who is being spoken of in glowing terms by almost everybody is something unique. So that name that you have made for yourself, may it never get tarnished.
Amen to that.
May you hand it over to your children unblemished.
Amen, sir. Thank you so much. So if I have to say to these my two fathers who are so much, I'm so honored to actually be in the same room with you, because we have to use the studio term. We are in the same room right now. It's an honor. So can we say that we, through Alana, can we then say we want to call on the Yorubas all over the world, right? That Maiyegun is presentable to oversee the generation of interest and resources towards discourse of ours back home. Can we put that and make it official and say we have a Yoruba Rescue Fund, which I am going to go and work on before we make it public? But can we say that is the goal for now, sir? Alana.
Yeah, yes, that's one of our major goals now. And I want to put it before the Yoruba people all over the world. Listen to this very carefully. There have been all sorts of funds and so on. There have been funds that have made my heart bleed. People say, oh, I want to check an account. Go fund me. and all they do is to found themselves.
I just on their land.
Yeah. Yeah, I am father to all. I don't renounce or denounce any of my children, but I know what I know. I know that a lot of money has flowed from the pockets of large numbers of Yoruba people to accounts that never made it to the Yoruba struggle. But this one, I can say to the Yoruba people, let us do this one. Let's give this one a big shot. And I believe that we will not regret it. I believe that we will not regret it. I repeat, I believe that we will not regret it. I believe that it will contribute greatly to the future of the Yoruba struggle and of the Yoruba nation when it is born. So I ask all Yoruba people all over the world, let us do this one. Let us support this one. Let us put our resources together in this one. Later, another week, there will be the Yoruba National Fund, which will be a really huge thing.
Yes.
We will have the two of them working together. And I'm confident that this one will contribute a great deal to the success of the whole project.
Yes. So, Alana,
I'm inviting you all.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah,
a quick one, sir. I want to tell my friends what I told you about this idea that actually really fascinated you, got your attention, that earned your trust about it. You saw what we did with the fundraiser I am supervising right now. And with the little information you've heard about that, you have been so impressed that the transparency, the accountability, figure for figure, and those are the little things that impressed people. That, oh, it's so transparent. We know how much we got. We know how much it's spending.
Yeah.
How much we have left. That idea was what brought about the Yoruba Rescue Fund, which is the same as reserve for the Yoruba nation struggle. The job of this fund is to be gathered like what we just did. And then the Yoruba National Fund, which is going to be your own brainchild, including everybody that will be in it, right? They will have access to every fund that comes from the Yoruba Rescue Fund, which they will then discuss. That was the idea behind it, sir. Professor Adeniran, you might want to add that.
Yeah, I just want to chip in a word.
Please.
You know, when we are writing a recommendation for our brilliant students who want to pursue postgraduate studies elsewhere, or even at the university where we are teaching, we usually end by saying, I have no hesitation whatsoever in recommending XYZ for admission into your university. So in the same manner, I'm saying to the entire Yoruba race this evening that I have no hesitation whatsoever in recommending Maiyegun to the entire Yoruba race worldwide as mobilizer of funds for the Yoruba Rescue Fund. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, talking about the sweetest parts, which is, that was actually the part that actually got me kind of emotional when I heard it from Baba's mouth that if Igbo is not released, I am not going to leave this place. So we can actually see that when Igbo was locked up for 7 months, they locked our two Baba up, including those who have been, managing and taking care of them back and forth. Your welfare became the forefront of this whole thing. I'm saying this to you again because of our time. I'm saying this to you that we are still so much willing, right, to take care of that. There are other things that you probably won't like us to talk about on the program tonight. I mean, which includes the legal, other things behind the scene. I've told you that you always receive our attention whenever you do need that in this regard. So would you mind, sir, just before we go, because one or two people may just want to say something. They can call in, ask a question, maybe one or two people, then I'll let you go because of your time. Is that all right?
Thank you.
Oh, great. So now, to my listeners, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry that my friends on Facebook are unable to watch this program live. They would likely be seeing it some other ways. However, if you are joining this, remember, the number, the line there to call is right there under the screen. Okay, so you can call in and ask either Alana or the deputy Alana, Professor Wale, Adeniran. Rather, I keep talking fast on that. So yeah, I have my first caller. Hello there.
All hail Biafra, all hail Oodua.
All hail Biafra, all hail Oodua.
Yes, this is a pleasure. I'm very proud to see you, the elders, stepping up and showing it how to do it.
Exactly.
You understand? Show those evil people, those traitors, how to do it. This is an example of elders, correct elders. From my heart to yours, Biafra is behind me. I support 100%. There's many of us that support. And even when it's time to donate, we will be donating.
You've always been a
right? Yes.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
God bless you, bro. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.
You can ask a question or you can add to what they've said, but make it brief for the sake of other people who might want to add. So, Baba, I have another person on the line. Hello. Let me see if they've connected. I don't think so. Well, I'll take another one. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello. Your name and where you are calling from for the sake of our listener, please.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello, my name is Aziz Akogun. I'm calling from Dubai.
Ade Akogun from Dubai.
Yes, sir.
Baba Akintoye 1B, Professor Adeniran 1B. Where do you want to start?
I actually have to start with both of them.
Ade, Babanki, Ade,
Mr. Banji, Akintoye, and secondly, I commend my dad, my grandfather, Mr. Adeniran Adewale, long life and prosperity, sir.
Amen.
Thank you.
Can you hear them? Can you hear them? Because they are responding to you. I know.
Trying couples of times, but it wasn't go through. Always busy, and today was kind of. I'm highly so happy. I mean, I don't know how to. It was kind of.
Anyway.
And as you see, I was so happy. I can have a conversation with our grandfather, Professor Banji Akintoye. Sorry for mentioning your name, sir.
Oh,
that's all right. I love to hear it from your mouth. It's beautiful.
I don't have anything to say, but I just want to say
it's like Ade is not communicating with us. Ade is just talking. He's not listening. So if you are calling in, Akintoye is talking. Professor Adeniran is talking. I am also talking. Make it communicative, okay? Don't just talk because they are talking and they will be they'll be breaking you intermittently as well. Make it a conversational stuff. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Your name and where you are calling from?
Maiyegun Commando. Maiyegun Jesu. I stop it there.
Thank you.
Maiyegun Commander. God bless you. God bless you.
And you too.
Now, first of all to Baba, Daddy Baba Banji Akintoye. May the Lord bless you. The Bible says.
Thank you.
Let's satisfy him and show him my salvation.
That's right.
Amen.
Amen.
Iṣẹ́ tó lọ́run fi ràn yín àjẹyìnlẹ̀ jẹ́ lórúkọ Jésù.
Àmín.
Àmín.
Ilẹ̀ ìlérí yẹn lórúkọ Jésù.
Àmín.
A sì jẹ́ ilẹ̀ náà pẹ̀lú ògo Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè. Àti bàbá, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ bàbá Pòfẹ́sọ̀
Adeniran.
Professor Adeniran, God bless you, sir.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni o. Amen.
Ṣé ń jọwọ́ Mósè sókè Ọlọ́run agbẹ́yìn náà ga o.
Àmín.
Ọlọ́run agbẹ́yìn náà ga.
Àmín.
Ayọ̀ mi fún púpọ̀ lónìí láti bá yín sọ̀rọ̀. My name is Pastor Peluola. I'm from Iruwa ní Barapa.
Okay.
Ẹ bá lè marry ẹ pẹ̀lú kan tí bàbá olóyè Sunday Igboho ṣe. So
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
very proud of you, sir. We are very proud of him. And
Thank you.
Ọlọ́run gbàdúrà yẹn jálẹ̀.
Àmín.
Àmín o.
Bàbá olóyè gbà freedom tó Ọlọ́run bá ṣe ní freedom tòótọ́ lórúkọ Jésù tí ò ní
Àmín.
Àmín.
Ṣẹ̀rí ẹni àti mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ bàtà ni pé irú trust fund Maiyegun, that's very good. I was so happy that wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa owó ti lawyer pé owó tí wọ́n fún lawyer. I think those lawyers, Maiyegun, is a great job that you have done. I think we can keep those people. But my own view would be like to let them still work underneath. Because of speculation here and there, àwọn kan fẹ́ tí wọ́n fẹ́ mọ̀. Tí wọ́n bá lè gbé Nnamdi Kanu ní Kenya tí nǹkan kan ò ṣẹlẹ̀ tí wọ́n dẹ̀ keep ẹ̀ síbẹ̀. We all know and we discuss that and we speak about it. Republic of Benin is 37th state of Nigeria. They can do anything unthinkable. But pẹ̀lú ọ̀pọ̀ ọlọ́run wà nípa tiwa. Kò sí ìmọ̀ràn burúkú tán bá gbà orí wọn ló máa dàlé. Burúkú ò ní ṣẹlẹ̀.
Àmín àṣẹ.
Àdúrà yẹn ká máa gbé ìgbésẹ̀. Àwọn lọ́ọ̀yà yẹn torí pé they are sharp, they are perfect, they know what they are doing, the investigative part of it. They can begin on their investigation so that we can be a step ahead of them. We won't wait, we won't be reactive in our action, but we'll be proactive. Yes. That's what I'm saying. If we have the funds to fund this thing, we can be proactive. God bless you, Maiyegun.
God bless
Keep
you,
on
sir.
the good work.
I will.
Greater heights in Jesus' name.
Amen
We love you.
to that,
we
Pastor. Shall I respond? Yes, sir.
Pastor. Lóòótọ́ ni a gbọ́dọ̀ dẹrálẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n mo fẹ́ fún yín ní ìdánilójú kan a lè sọ pé ilé la wà ń bi ta wà yìí.
Mo mọ̀ yẹmu sọ pé kò yẹ kó bá sọ àṣà lóòrùn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni nítorí gbà tó dójú ẹ̀ wọ́n fi yé wa pé kò sí ẹnìkan kan ní orílẹ̀-èdè wọn tí ò ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ Yorùbá lára. Ìbájẹ́ láti di ìyá àbí láti di bàbá ó lè sọ Yorùbá kò lè sọ Yorùbá o pé gbogbo àwọn làwọn ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ Yorùbá lára wọn. Ẹ má yẹ ká sọ jù yẹn.
Ẹ má yẹ ká sọ jù yẹn. Mo ní another caller Alana.
Mo fẹ́ dá yín lójú pé a yàtọ̀. Wọ́n ní ìjẹ́ kan jẹ́ tẹ̀tẹ̀.
Alàgbà Adeniran, I mean, sorry, Professor Adeniran, sir. Mo ní another caller. Hello.
Ṣé mi ló kàn?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ẹ ti wà live.
Okay. Èmi Adéyanjú láti London ni mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ o. First time mo máa kọ́ lórí program mi. Adéyanjú Adépẹ́ láti London ni mo ti ń sọ̀rọ̀. First time tí máa kọ́ lórí program mi yìí, mo ti ń gbọ́ program mi for the last years. Inú mi dẹ̀ sí nǹkan tí Maiyegun ṣe. Inú mi dẹ̀ dùn sí nǹkan tí àwọn bàbá wa náà ń ṣe ẹkú iṣẹ́ takuntakun tẹ̀ ń ṣe. Ìbéèrè lórí petition ti raise 5 million ní ǹjẹ́ kò ti pọ̀ jù within 2 months because èmi máa ń ṣọ́ nọ́mbà yìí lójoojúmọ́. Mo dẹ̀ feel pé ní ìgbà tí mo ṣẹ̀ sọ ní mo sọ láìpẹ́ yìí about 93,000 ní. Ó dẹ̀ kéré jù lójú mi torí mo feel pé ó jẹ́ kó ti jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. So mo wá bèrè pé ṣé 5 million ní tá gbójúlé yìí ṣé kò ti pọ̀ jù within the next 2 months ṣé ó ṣeé ṣe.
Àwọn bàbá ti gbọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn wá bá wa fèsì sí yẹn náà. Thank you so much, sir. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n tún gbé lómi ìwọlé náà kí n gbọ́ question tiwọn náà. God bless you, right?
Okay.
God bless you, sir. Thank you so much. So mo ní another caller. Hello, ma.
Hello, Maiyegun. Good evening, sir.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, how are you today?
I am very
well. How is the family?
We thank God. How are you?
Yes, I'm okay. I'm just happy to be able to do this.
To see the Babas?
Yes, especially for the fact that we have our daddy who has been in the first month in our family. I just want to thank you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you very well. I can hear you.
Let me check. I've lost her. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello there. Good afternoon. Sorry. Your name and where you are calling from?
Yeah, this is Tunde from South Africa.
Tunde from South Africa. I have Professors Banji, Akintoye, Alana, and then the Deputy Alana, Professor Adeniran in the studio, rather.
Yeah. I've been actually watched it from the beginning.
Right.
Manna to care about power. A cool chat up with Baba. A shake on the Babawa. A guy will add a le, Adeniran. A guy will, that by on behalf of all the Yoruba, on behalf of all the Maiyegun comrades, at One.
Maiyegun soldiers.
We are Maiyegun soldiers, Baba. Maiyegun soldiers. We are really there. And actually, I called based on you spoke about something earlier on,
right?
Pertaining to our ideology. Actually, I've always thought about that a lot because whenever a movement, it should be based on something. It has to be ideology. And I think ideology and bring out constitution work on each state of Yoruba nation.
That's right.
So, and we believe because of based on your experience and everything and your educational background. That's
right.
Lórí ìgbà tó yá àwọn òṣèlú tó tágbàlagbà mọ́ ni máa bìlí àtúwárí pé àwọn àgbà tó ń ṣòótọ́ tó ń ṣòótọ́ tó wà àrí nínú yín ẹ̀sán fúnra wá fi lélẹ̀ fún wa yìí àgọ́ máa dì í mú
I build on it.
àmọ́ àjẹ́ ọmọ gidi táwọn àgbà náà àná máa jágbà
dáadáa bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
lórí ẹ̀ ń ṣò wálé example ni and that is what I used to tell Maiyegun that Maiyegun you always show example to all of us.
That's right.
You put the Nigeria in top. Nígbè Nàìjíríà kò tẹ́ ẹ̀kẹ́ máa ṣe lélẹ̀ through Maiyegun platform Maiyegun ti show àwọn èèyàn wípé ó ti show Nàìjíríà pé kò tẹ́ ẹ̀kẹ́ ṣe lélẹ̀ transparency accountability kò sí fún wọn ní Nàìjíríà àdìsọ́gbà ṣe mọ́ṣí dandan ni we are never together we are still so many things been a Yoruba nation before where we became Nigeria àdìsọ́gbà pé means to wá sí ńlá it's very insane sir I don't know maybe there's time for questions.
No, go on. They would love to answer that.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. The very same thing because the mobilization of this movement has to be very, very strong.
Yes.
And I've heard a little from Professor Adeniran from what he said so far. But my own question right now, physical question is this. Because of he said we have over from what they did the start, we have over 200 million Yoruba
worldwide.
And I would love to do a mobilization here in South Africa. If I'm not, if I'm being permitted. So
Tunde is volunteering in South Africa. Is a Yoruba in South Africa, and if it's counted at 200 million, it's like Tunde wants to be one of the coordinators in South Africa. Go on, they are hearing you.
That's great.
So I would love to have where I can go on and see where people, I don't know, maybe they already have Alana or Yoruba Nation people here
in South Africa.
But if there are some, I would love us to mobilize each other, call on anyone, or get anybody to talk to. Let's mobilize ourselves. Let's talk. Let's educate each other. Because we need real education when it comes to this. I can educate because we need to start educating ourselves right now.
Discovering ourselves, mobilizing ourselves, and all of that. So when do we start that? Thank you, Tunde. I'll let Baba Alana to chip in and start from that. Talking about people who are willing and ready now to join. So everybody just want you to say yes. Go ahead if you believe in it. Go on.
Yes, Oodua is the organization that is calling the whole Yoruba nation forward. To come and fulfill their destiny. So whoever feels touched in his heart to offer his service to Alana Oodua is very much welcome. Professor Adeniran can handle that, and the General Secretary and so on. By the way, our General Secretary now is a well-known person, at least from his father, Kunle Adelakun, the son of Adelakun Eruobodo Ibadan. He has spent many years abroad. He spent many years in Germany. He's back home now. and he's the worldwide General Secretary of Alana Oodua. So, Professor Adeniran, you call Professor Adeniran after this, and he will give you all the information. But I'm very happy that you say you want to start a group in South Africa that is dedicated to the ways of Alana Oodua. I thank you very much. And we will pick that up. Professor Adeniran will pick it up immediately.
Certainly.
People are very proud. Honestly speaking, sir, you know what you're doing. They are so proud of, you know, the steps you are actually laying for us, and they also feel so proud as well in Maiyegun being part of the generation, right? The younger generation that feels like if we want to get it right, it's better we start early. And you yourselves, so this is why they said, well, we are ready to do anything now. We need to be stronger. We need to be coordinated. And it seems that's what we are doing now. We will do that. So let me take another one, sir, before we call it a night. Hello there.
Yeah, hello, Maiyegun. This is Fidelis again, calling from Canada.
Fidelis from Canada. Baba Akintoye is here. Baba Adeniran is here. They have been with me for an hour now.
Yeah, in fact, I'm watching your show from Canada here, and I'm so impressed about what both professors have said.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, would I call that my first schooling was in Federal University of Technology, Akure. So I schooled in Akure, and to be frank, even though I'm not a Yoruba, I'm from the Niger Delta, I've always want to support and would always continue to stand by for this just cause. As a matter of fact, the truth about it is that I don't know, but it's just like a question, you know, like what Professor Adeniran actually said, that Yorubas are up to about 200 million, you know. Is there a way we can get a census of ourselves, you know, apart from the fact that we know this people, but can we see, can there be a program or probably, you know, a logistics whereby people who are interested in this can list their names, you know, more like a census, so that with that census, we will know if we are really working with the right amount of people, or if we need to still,
and then be our
target. Yes, so that this figure of 200 million will be something that is realistic, you know, because if you have names, you have phone numbers, you send texts and all that, then the question of raising funds will not be a problem. Here in Canada, I've talked to there are two white friends of mine who are saying, look, Gary, Fidelis, we are actually interested in this struggle, you know. How do we also come on show? How do we get involved? How do we, because if you see a lot of white people come up on air, also talk about why this struggle is necessary and why the need for us to achieve this goal, it goes a long way, you know. So this sense of a thing, I think, is very important. Let's know what figures we have. If there is a need to campaign for more people to join, then fine. Then, but if we already have this figure, then let's have a way to commune with them. That
statistics too. God bless you.
Sending text, and then they are aware that yes, so this is what. There are some of my friends here in this show that have made it, even including myself, that every month is what I'm going to be contributing to the struggle. So regardless of whether I debit my account or not, that amount leaves immediately and goes in for that struggle until it's actualized.
That's right.
Thank you very much.
But, yeah, the only result that I get is to be fact that at the end of the day, when we achieve this, when a book will be written, my name will also be there that I also did to make sure this. So that's the way to motivate people. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Fidelis is talking about numbers. How can we make use of this number to our advantage? How can we target? Can we build something like an online where everybody can quickly, add their names and what have you to the what have you know? So we'll come back to that. I don't know, Baba Akintoye is gone. So, sir, I am going to take one more call and see if Baba will join us. Then we'll take on that before we go, sir. Let me take one more.
Okay.
So using our statistic was Fidelis' question. So I have another person on the line. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun. Good morning. My name is Olani Olajide. I'm from Malaysia.
Olaniyi Olajide, originally from Malaysia. But where are you calling from now?
I'm calling from the United States.
From the US. I still have Professor Adeniran with me.
Okay,
hear you loud and clear while we wait for Professor Banji Akintoye. Please, fire on, sir.
Connected.
All right, sir. Thank you, Baba. I want to say thank you to you, Adupelo, to Laroy, and Baba Alana, at the professor. I want to commend you and thank you for all that you've been doing now, all you still do, because the work until we get to where we're going to, that's what we still have to continue.
We have to continue.
And I just want to say that, Baba, if there is a way, somebody put it on the chat that we should start buying all our land, because one of the things I've found out is that if these people from the other side, they are coming to buy our land, especially the land in Lagos. We should keep buying our land. Let people start buying those lands so that these guys will not take our land, because that's some of their strategies. They've already dispersed their people intentionally so that they move down south to our side to come and take over our land. I want us to do something about that so that we need to encourage our people to buy those lands to make sure that these guys don't displace us from our land.
That's actually a very brilliant idea. With good resources channeled towards that, Yorubas can actually buy back all the land, and you can't really get that taken away from you. You know what I mean? That's a brilliant one. I'll let Professor respond to that. Alana is also with us now. They are trying to get that sorted. But Professor Adeniran, sir, that's a new one. I don't know if you have ever had any thought around that. The plan
sure. I believe very strongly in that. And for some years, I've always floated the idea that even the Yoruba in the diaspora should be encouraged to invest in real estate back in Yoruba land. It's a wonderful idea. It's a wonderful idea.
Wonderful one.
It's
for consideration as well.
It's worth working on. Now, two other things I want to react to. Today from South Africa. Please, I'd be extremely delighted to hear from you, because we've been very anxious to establish a presence in South Africa, because South Africa is very important to. It's a very important country in Africa. So it's one of the countries we are going to be touching base with. And it's very important that before we come there, some of our people there must have been doing some groundwork. So I'd be expecting to hear from you so that we can start, doing something in South Africa, like preparing the ground. Then I think it was Fidelis who spoke about this question of, I don't know whether to call it a database for the Yoruba worldwide. Yes, it can be done. We will only require the services of statisticians, experts in population studies, cultural studies experts, and people in ICT. It can be done. Yes. As a matter of fact, I have a feeling that we are closer to 300 million than to 200 million, because the figure of 200 million was what we were banding around in 2007 to 2010.
Years ago.
We are now in 2022. Given the rate of procreation, I'm sure that we must be approaching 300 million or thereabouts. So it is something worth looking at and working on. So thank you for that suggestion.
Nice one, sir. Alana is back with us, and I have one more person on there before I ask Baba and yourself, right, to give us your closing remark. Do you know one thing, sir? If I have to be honest, people will actually love you to stay for another half an hour. They are already saying it in the comments.
We are almost exactly.
I don't want to stretch. I don't want to stretch you, okay? But let me take this call.
Don't forget about 87.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Olaniyi Olalemi.
Olalemi.
I'm calling from Olalemi.
Olalemi.
So I'm calling from the US. I'm also from Elisha. I want to thank our both fathers. They have been very, very inspiring. Me, for one, it was the interview that Professor Banji Akintoye granted Nadia Credo on channels about 2 years ago that changed everything for me. All right. And what you have done so far is you are showing
that's right.
With people like you, charging the way forward, telling us this direction, I think that seeing is slight hope for the Yoruba race.
I believe.
And in Wahiti.
Thank you very much. The younger generation. Our God, yes, our God will lift you up and use you to build the next nation of the Yoruba people. I was talking about our numbers. I gave a lecture in Wilmington, Delaware. I gave a lecture in Wilmington, Delaware in 2014.
Hello, sir. Alana, just give us a minute. Let me still on the phone. It's in something, sir.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Please, I just want to make a suggestion, just so that I can quickly get up the line.
Please.
I said, since Nigeria is already Yoruba, and that Benin Republic has proven itself or herself to be a good ally of Yoruba.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, will it make sense for us to just pitch our tent and make Benin Republic our campaign hub for this Yoruba nation self-determination, and also the
brilliant suggestion. That's a brilliant suggestion. Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant. What we are discovering,
and all that.
Yeah, what we are discovering is that Benin Republic, Benin and Togo together.
So yeah, Baba, go ahead. Yeah, go on, sir.
Yeah, that's a brilliant suggestion about Benin Republic. What we who are here are discovering is that Benin and Togo together might be the right home for the as the birthplace of the revolution for the Yoruba nation. The government is human. There is it's not like the Nigerian kind of government, which is like savages killing people and so on. No, it's not like that. The other thing is that the people here, the Yoruba people here, are very patriotic about the Yoruba nation. Almost every week, demonstration, release Igboho. Almost every week. And then another phenomenon. Àwọn kan wà bí tán súnmọ́ wa gan-an. Ara wọn wà ní Badagry wa, à ń pè wọ́n ní àwọn Ègùn. Àwọn French ń spell wọn, orúkọ wọn Gun, G-U-N. Àwọn Ègùn. Láti ìgbà tá a ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ yìí, they have never backed away. Àwọn ọba wọn, àwọn ordinary people, they have supported us every inch of the way.
It's true.
So, yeah, so the Yoruba people here, plus their brethren, and so on, can be the home for this Yoruba revolution. And what we are dealing with is not just the Yoruba in Nigeria, it's a Yoruba nation. The transatlantic Yoruba nation, transatlantic Yoruba nation. The idea is growing of a transatlantic Yoruba nation. In 2014, I was giving a lecture about this in Wilmington, Delaware, in the United States. And I said that the population of the Yoruba in Brazil was 70,000. One young man jumped up, said, I said, I'm from Brazil, I'm a Brazilian.
Million, sir.
We are not 70 million, sir. We are 80 million. Brazil. A few months ago, one chief spoke from the country called Uruguay. He threatened that if the Fulani continue to brutalize the Yoruba people in Nigeria, they were going to come to defend their homeland. That's the way he put it. Our ancestral homeland, he said. And he said, I am speaking for Yoruba people in 40 countries. 40 countries. Let's just go on fighting this war and continue to do it the way we have been doing. No violence, no petty violence. Sunday has shown us how to do it, and our boys are doing it. I want to tell you, people don't know that. Our young men back home are organized. I called somebody in one of our states about 3 weeks ago. He said, Baba, mi ò lè bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí because àwọn ọmọ wa ti lọ sínú igbó lọ lé àwọn Fúlàní kúrò níbi tán ti ń yọ àwọn èèyàn wa lẹ́nu. That is happening all over Yoruba land. It's happening in every state.
To mention the safety back home, we need to invest in that and all of that.
Yeah. So what we need is to create strength, give strength to these young people to be able to protect their land. They don't want to fight anybody. They don't want to kill anybody. They are Yoruba people, but they don't want to give their land to foreigners who have come to say, who have come and are saying, we want to take your land from you.
Oh, your life.
In 2014, January, what's his name now? A prominent Fulani myself, Allah, through the British, gave us Nigeria in 1996 to rule and to do with as we please. To rule and to do with as we please. We have been doing that, he said, since 1960, and we intend to continue. If anybody, I am quoting that statement.
That's right.
Because it's a very staggering statement. It is not the kind of statement you hear and it goes away from your mind. It says, Allah, through the British, gave us Nigeria in 1960 to rule and to do with as we please. We have been doing
to continue to do so.
So, and the last one,
and they have suffered.
Just before our time, yeah, I have somebody on the line. Just last person.
Can I just very quickly mention this?
A lot.
During the appearances of Sunday Boeing.
Can you hear me?
Hello, I can hear you. Baba Adeniran is still talking.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention this fact.
Network is freezing to speak. But hang on there for me, Princess. Sorry.
Okay.
Professor, sir, can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
You can. Okay. I will let Princess say something. Then I will let you, Abba, to give us the closing remark on this, the closure, right? And then I will just go to the behind the curtains to continue to work behind the scene on this whole thing, sir. Princess.
Hello.
Hello there.
Nídàgbà burúkú.
Àmín o.
Ọlọ́run á máa tẹ̀síwájú lọ. Àwọn náà àdéníjọ́ lójú Máyégún ò ní jọra ẹ̀ lójú níbi tẹ́ wà lágbára Ọlọ́run. Èèyàn kì í ṣùgbọ́n èèyàn kò ní kó sí wa láàrin àárí kí wọ́n ṣe. Gbogbo ìgbà tí bàbá bá máa dàgbà dé, tásìkò bá tó, he will finish well.
Amen.
Àwọn tí fẹ́ fi iṣẹ́ lẹ̀ fún yìí, ní regret ẹ̀. Bàbá wọn ẹ bá máa rí wọn táwọn èèyàn bá máa ń pàdé, àbọ̀ tó dalẹ̀ máa jẹ́.
Àmín.
Ní jíbọ̀ bí àwọn bàbá Adébánjọ. Ọlọ́run ṣàánú gidi gan-an ni. Ṣé rí ìgbésẹ̀ pé yìí? Àsìkò tọ́lọ́run lẹ̀ máa gbèrè. Àsìkò tá a máa jàjà tá a máa gbòmìnira rèé. Àsìkò tí ara ò ní ní wá mọ̀ rèé. Àsìkò tá a máa kóra wa jẹ, tá a máa kóra wa lùbọ́, tá a máa gbalẹ̀ wa, tá a máa gbé education. Majority of those people tó láwọn di ruler báyìí. Don't control ìlú. Majority of them had free education courtesy of Baba Awolowo. The people that had free education, these are the people tó ní gbogbo wa lára. Ara ò ní ní wá.
Àmín.
Sorry, the network is dodgy, I believe.
Yeah,
it's a little bit dodgy. She's calling from
Nigerian.
Oh, she's back.
Yeah. So this is all baba. Ọlọ́run máa bá mi ṣàánú yín délẹ̀. Ojú òkè ná alẹ́, ojú òní tì yín lágbára Ọlọ́run. Whenever you want to finish, you will finish well. Nǹkan tí mo sọ fáwọn èèyàn wa rèé. When we in number, àwọn olórí burúkú yìí. Nọ́mbà nọ́mbà wa ti kára ẹ̀ papọ̀ báyìí. Resources wa ta need. I think gather resources wa papọ̀. I think gather nọ́mbà wa papọ̀.
That's right.
Lágbára Ọlọ́run àádélé ìlérí Oníṣe yín ni Mósè tó ń wọlé lérí lọ́ọ̀kan tí ò ráyè wọbẹ̀. Gbogbo wa la máa wọbẹ̀ lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Àmín.
Gbogbo wa la máa wọbẹ̀ o bàbá. Mo ní kí ni o. A ṣe é ṣe fún wa o. Ó tún á gbé gbogbo wa o. Lédùmarè á ṣàánú wa o.
Thank you very much for that. So, ẹ jẹ́ kí n lọ sọ́dọ̀ bàbá Professor Adeniran. So àti ní conversation for the past 90 minutes, sir. So if you have to leave a final word, a word as a final one on this program today to my friends that we have told to come together. We have the sanction. I have the authorization to raise money on behalf of the Yoruba nation. So what would be your parting word for them today before we see you again, sir?
Well, I want to react to an earlier suggestion made by someone whose name I cannot remember now, who said we should consider making Benin maybe the base for our, liberation campaign.
Yes,
it's a very welcome suggestion because, like Baba said, not only are the Yoruba very strong in this country, the Egun are very, very supportive. And I was trying to point out that even when Sunday Igboho was appearing in court, Egun Obas attended court.
That's right.
They had no inhibition whatsoever in showing support. And that's the way it has been across the length and breadth of the country in which we are. So it's a very welcome suggestion. Already, it's turning out to be like that. So we only have to concretize it by maybe having a secretariat and some staff on ground here.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and with the work being done by Maiyegun as a mobilizer of funds for the Yoruba Rescue Fund, it should not be difficult establishing that and sustaining it.
I believe.
And like everybody has said, this is a man of repute, someone whose credentials are impeccable and is eminently qualified to take on that assignment. So on a final note, I want to encourage all Yoruba to please come together join hands with all of us and let us rescue our race from the clutches of the savages. We have found ourselves saddled. We found ourselves saddled with in that country called Nigeria. We are going to get out of there sooner than later, very, very soon, anytime from this year. And we are going to make a mark in the world. Because you're all aware, we have the brains. They are making waves all over the world. Like a surgeon who brought out a fetus from the mother's womb, performed an operation on the fetus, returned it to the mother's womb. It was the first in the world. And there are many Yorubas who are doing such feats in various areas of specialization all over the world. So you can imagine if we have our own country and we put up state-of-the-art facilities, of course, they will move the world. Back in the 60s, the Saudi Arabia kings used to come to UCH for treatment. But today, UCH is a shadow of itself. Liberty Stadium was the first such stadium in sub-Saharan Africa. The federal government took it over, ran it down. And so many other assets of Yoruba. So we have to break loose from this, how shall I call it, hell hole, and reinvent ourselves and make our contribution to world civilization. Thank you.
God bless you so much, sir. Alana, Egunla, Lonon Kenyibale. What do you all live with today, sir?
I think 2 years ago, I related a dream that I had to our young people worldwide. I will relate it to you now again.
Yes, sir.
I'm not the very religious kind. Don't think about dreams and so on. But this one was so stagnant that I cannot forget it. A mighty voice suddenly arose from everywhere in the universe. And it said, your Yoruba nation is destined to be a great civilizing nation in the world. You have been allowed to go through the experiences in Nigeria in order to learn a lesson. The lesson is how not to run the affairs of a country, or how to run a country aground. You have learned that lesson now.
In Nigeria.
So, we are ready to move forward. God himself is with us. He is the guide and the leader of this whole thing. I must tell you, the way we are seeing the hand of God day by day in what we are doing amazes me. I repeat, I'm not the very religious type, but I must tell you that even I can see the hand of God in everything that we are doing. We start a thing, we are not particularly sure how to put it together, but before we know it, it becomes a big thing, bigger than we ever thought about.
That's right.
So that's the experiences that we are going through. I say to the Yoruba people everywhere in the world at this hour, your hour has come. The time for the Yoruba nation has come.
Amen.
The time for the greatness, for the ultimate destiny of the Yoruba nation has come. Arise and grab the moment. And I'm glad that Maiyegun is showing that he's ready to grab his own corner of the struggle. And I'm very happy that he's doing that.
I am honored.
I am very happy, I repeat, for the testimony that I get from everybody around about him. You have started and you will succeed with it.
Amen to that.
Amen. in the history of the Yoruba nation. We are entering into an important historic moment.
That's right.
Our names will be written. There will be names that will be written in gold. There will be names that will be written in ordinary mud puddle. I am sure that we are witnessing somebody here whose name will be written in gold. I congratulate you.
Thank you, sir.
I congratulate the Yoruba nation.
Thank you
for having another person like you who is ready to contribute so significantly to the struggle of the Yoruba nation. I am mother of all, and I'm excited to meetings and meetings. But I know not all children are meant to have their name written in gold. But that does not mean they are not my children.
They are still
my children.
Yeah, your children.
Yeah. But when I meet one whose name is bound to be written in gold, I rejoice. I'm rejoicing now. And I thank you very much for it and congratulate you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, and I'm honored. It will be my first time of being given responsibility that people feel like they first believe I could do it, then they are also scared that what if something goes wrong? Because people love Maiyegun so much that they respect me so much that they scare if something happens to that name. And most of the time, I always come out unscratched. So this is something I would love to be part of, and I'm part of it right now. And like I told you, sir, I'm going to start working on how to make this as transparent as possible in order to continue to trust. Once I work out the modalities, I'll bring them back to you. You will look them through. If you feel so comfortable, like I told you when I was saying them, now that you will see them, then I will launch them. I may have to invite the two of you again to launch this Yoruba Rescue Fund when the entire template is developed. And sir, I am more honored to have you with us on MaiyegunsDiary Politico, even though with the the earlier tech issue we were having. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I'm sorry, of my heart, and the bottom of the heart of my viewers as well. I would say we are grateful for having you, not just on the program, but in the struggle. So you stay safe.
Thank you.
Have a good one, sirs.
Thank you very much.
So this is where we draw the curtains on the program today. I can tell that many of you are joining me after seeing the link on Facebook. Somehow Facebook have started again. They suspended MaiyegunsDiary Politico on Facebook, right? And that means for the next 30 days, I may not be able to link my Facebook and my YouTube broadcast together like we all normally do. And I really feel sad for my friends on Facebook who are expecting this conversation this afternoon. But again, thank you to all of you, every one of you tonight. I have been given the mandate. I'll go walk around it as usual. Yeah. By the time we are ready to launch, it will be something that you'll be so proud of, transparent and clearer enough. Now we can say we have the mandate. Okay, somebody said I should take a call before we go. But Akintoye is no longer with us. Do you still want to say something?
I can tell that
hello,
many of you.
Are you there? Oh, no. Good. So this is where I'm going to round it up, okay? Maybe I should take my own break and get ready for tonight. Maybe. So if you are my friend watching right now on YouTube, nearly 2,000 of you, only 600 of us probably felt like they should drop their own offering, which is like that video and then share it. So thank you to every one of you who took part in this conversation today. And the subsequent ones that we're still going to hold, I want you to remember, now that I'm not going to really be on your Facebook for the next couple of days, the ideal thing is to check. Have you subscribed on MaiyegunsDiary Politico? Have you set up your notification? Would you want to miss another episode, another interesting episode on MaiyegunsDiary Politico? If the answer is no, check all those settings I said now. And to my guest, finally, Professor Adeniran, Professor Banji Akintoye, the Alana and the Deputy Alana, they have now put credibility and then authority, including approval to whatever we do on MaiyegunsDiary Politico on behalf of the Yoruba Nation advocacy, Yoruba Nation self-determination, and Yoruba Nation independence. Everything that goes into that, you'll get to know more as we progresses into that stage. So again, thank you for the time. Enjoy the rest of the day. And possibly
Maiyegun, man of the masses. MaiyegunDiary Politico. This man not dey off in mind. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó.
Hello there. Thank you so much for joining me again.
Làmọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará yìí.
Share the broadcast.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun dá wa sí. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Maiyegun máa wí.
Thank you.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. MaiyegunDiary Politico.
That is true. So thank you so much for joining me. If you probably participated in the conversation we had with Alana and the deputy Alana, talking about Professors Banji Akintoye, Professor Banji Akintoye and Adeniran, Professor Wale Adeniran. So yeah, now this is our own turn. If you watch that interview, that conversation, a lot of decisions were made, and primarily given the responsibility of mobilizing Yorubas and the friends of Yorubas all over the world for the common cause of the Yoruba self-determination struggle. Yes, we received so much accolades from these two elderly noblemen who joined us on MaiyegunsDiary Politico earlier. Now, this is our turn to express how we think this should go, even though many of us do know how it should go. However, I'm thinking let's make it a people's parliament whereby you can join by video. You can join the studio, from the comfort of your room, or you can call in and tell me how you think this is going to go. And then that means that the line will be opened for that purpose only. So the link to join is right there in the comment section. So if you want to, all you need to do is to copy it right there. Copy it into another browser. Get yourself comfortable somewhere. You know how we do it for those who have participated in the People's Parliament or MaiyegunsDiary Politico before. So this is it again. Let's spread the word. No, first share the broadcast. Invite everyone that needs to be here. I'm going to do the same. You should.
Lórí Facebook, and yes, we like you. Lórí YouTube, and yes, we like you. Oh, Baba Dewure, and yes, we like you. DJ Ibadiye, and yes, we like you. Presido Barufio, and yes, we like you.
I know so much about Dapo Abiodun for that your comments. I'm talking to you, Akim Badmos, Maiyegun. Let me bring your comment to the screen so that people will know I'm actually addressing that. So, Maiyegun, did you know Abiodun Dapo, state governor, was jailed in United States before, but with another name? Yes, I do. I know. And that's why I call him Dubious Dapo. Don't forget, Dubious Dakbo. That was where the name came from. But it's a story for another day. I have a caller first. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
How are you, sir?
I am very well. Thanks for asking. How are you?
Well, not too bad. I just want to see you are still on your program.
Yes, we just started now. This is the review of the chat with Alana earlier today, sir.
Okay. Okay. Maybe I've had the opportunity of talking to Professor Banji Akintoye and Professor Adeniran Wale. What can we do about that?
You want to have a chance of talking to them, you mean?
Yes, please.
They are not on the program. They are not with us tonight. We are just reviewing the chat I had with them earlier. Remember, there was an earlier broadcast where both of them appeared on MaiyegunsDiary Politico. So if you have seen that, this is the continuation of that chat. Maybe you should continue watching. Then you probably key into the conversation and then you probably call back, sir.
I will do that. Thank you, Maiyegun.
You're so welcome. You have a good one, sir.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if currently you need to know that Professor Banji Akintoye, Professor Adeniran, they are not on the program tonight. Okay, this is a follow-up to the conversation we had earlier. If you haven't seen that, maybe you should wait a little bit and you catch up in the conversation. So let's say hello there.
MaiyegunDiary, Mayumi #1.
Absolutely. We received that certification today, didn't we? Sorry, are you talking to me or you're talking to somebody else there? Please.
30 minutes after we together, walk.
Okay. So I don't understand that. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, my name is Ade from Texas.
Ade from Texas. So, Baba, you are live.
Yeah. I need Baba kan, Baba ara to ma yi omo, Baba Akintoye, Baba ara to ma yi omo, Professor Adeniran, Baba ara to ma yi omo. In fact, Maiyegun, àwa rò pé a tún lè rí àwọn bàbá tó dàbí àwọn bàbá wúlọ́ ọmọ ni. Ṣé a sì ní àwọn bàbá tó kù? Tẹ́lẹ̀, mo believe in 70% on actualization of Yoruba nation. But I now have 100% assurance.
Wow.
That we are
so
going
that your belief has increased the moment you witness what happened today.
But,
wow.
Yes. A ṣe mọ̀ pé a ní àwọn bàbá kan ni. Wọ́n ṣe àwọn bàbá restructuring. Àwọn bàbá kan restructuring ni tiwọn náà fi tú wa jẹ láti 1999 dé ní. Then I'm proud of you. You Sunday Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu. Ẹ là wá lójú. In fact, orin tó máa ń kọ fún Nnamdi Kanu yẹn, ó yẹ káwa náà máa kọ fún Igboho sí. Because you guys really open our eyes.
Amazing.
Yorùbá ó ti stand. In fact, Igboho and co ti ṣiṣẹ́, wọ́n ti lajú everybody. And your last program, so it's 3 or 4 days.
Right.
You say we should start from to speak to our people locally. Maybe when next I'm coming, I'm going to speak my dialect in those states, to those people.
You can do it right now, sir. You can do that right away. We just love that when we do that, right? We should have other people in mind that we can mix it up if we want to, but nobody stops you, please. Do that now.
Yeah,
Don't do it next time.
Thank you very much, my people from Ondo State. My people from Ondo State. Mukiwa Nondo, Mukiwa ni Kale, Mukiwa na Kure, Mukiwa ni Owo, Mukiwa ni Boderede, ni Ondo State. Program Maiyegun àjọba yìí àkàgbọ́ Maiyegun òtítọ́ rí bẹ̀. A máa tẹ̀lé àwọn bàbá restructuring wa ó lè rí dé wọ́n yìí. Àtọ̀lé Tinubu náà bá rí pósítà ìnà àyákònà. Àkọ́kọ́ bí ìnáwó ẹ̀wọ̀n kí èyí ti kò wọ́n lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Èkó ẹ̀nu náà, Èkó ẹ̀nu mi, anything. So kíkọ́lù ìṣẹ̀ wa ló ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ wá ṣe kọ́ wa ní Ondo State. Náà bá rí pósítà wọn náà àyákònà. Yoruba nation, can get on for Yoruba nation, then to my people in South Ondo State, for almost 15 years. There's tsunami there. Joba wan ye mahin ati kini je gbadua ko Tinubu for as president. For 15 years, 20 years, je nuna, je dey Nigeria, ṣe Nigeria mo. Àdíyàn wọn ní Tinubu wá náà pé pósítà kò wọn yákònà jẹjẹ àwọn bá wọn jẹjẹ wàlágbádá yóò lè àwọn ó lè dédé wọn yé àdíyàn wọn náà bá ti wá èsùn ìjẹ kọlu èsùn ìjẹ Yorùbá ló kàn tó bá fẹ́ ṣe dáadáa Ìgbò ló kàn Ìgbò náà díyàn wọn fi Ìgbò wọn kàn náà bá fẹ́ ṣe dáadáa Nigeria cannot work and you never work. All we need now is Yoruba nation. Absolutely. Yoruba nation
now.
Yoruba nation. I can give one Yoruba nation. No more Nigeria. Nigeria we can never work. No. And I'm proud of you, those that I know you will receive them. Yes. Receive them. No more Nigeria is Yoruba nation now.
God bless you, Prince Ade. God bless you, sir. I appreciate that. So I think it's going very well through. I mean, with the phone call, I thought we we're going to see we see ourselves on camera, but I think it's brilliant this way. I will always be your guest. So please, you be my guest. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing so great. And you?
Okay. Fine, hold on. This is Radical from Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, Radical.
Let me turn off the broadcast.
Oh, I'm live. You are talking to me live.
Okay.
But not with the Baba Akintoye. Remember that. This is the review of the chat with you. Yeah.
Yes, I did watch that.
Grand.
And I was highly impressed.
Oh.
And I want to say this. I have said that many times to a lot of my friends, even to you.
Yes.
In the liberation of Oodua nation lies the freedom of Biafra. Say that again.
In the
freedom
of Yoruba
in
nation.
The liberation lies the freedom of Biafra.
I'm following you, Radical.
I am not missing words when I say that. Our people are already on the edge of the cliff, ready to fall out. The Yoruba nation will give us the little push we need. Nigeria will not, the Fulani Nigeria Caliphate will not be able to cope with a double-pronged assault from Oodua and Biafra. And every time I see Oodua getting serious and concerted, I become elated with joy because I know our freedom is nearby.
It's coming together now.
I am impressed with what I saw Banji Akintoye, Professor Akintoye, and the other professor do.
Professor Adeniran.
I am impressed. Adeniran, yeah, Professor Adeniran. I am impressed, and I am so proud of what the Yoruba are doing. And I'm so proud of you as a young man.
Thanks.
If I was old enough, I would say I wish you were my son.
Bless you. Thank you.
I am so proud of what you're doing. You are. Let me tell you this again. Yeah. You are actually the lone voice now. In the absence of the Kano, you are the real lone voice in the wilderness. The rest are just beating about the bush. The rest are looking for YouTube ratings and $50, $20 here from YouTube. You are the only and consistent voice in the wilderness. And please, never you be silent.
Never. I mean, I keep getting stronger, Radical. You see, I keep telling people, I said, the moment people trusted me enough that they could see enough that Maiyegun, you are so going to be so reliable that we can invest in you. My friends invested in me, you. invested in me. And now, every day, I keep getting stronger and stronger. And that thought of Maiyegun could be this or that continue to evaporate and evaporate. And yeah, we have no reason to doubt. We built this, remember, Radical?
I know. When I remember I remember my old school friend, Mike Maiyegun. In those days when we were doing Aluta.
You get.
I remember the old man. We all grow old now. But we used to host way. Mike Maiyegun, George Wale in Ife that got killed. A lot of us were paid the price for Nigeria, and we are still willing to pay our price. I mean, let us end this rubbish called Nigeria. Or, if they don't want to end it, let us sit down and agree not to end it.
There must be a conversation. That's something they are running away from. And we will make them have that conversation.
Listen, I tell even my Biafran friends, I say, listen, the best thing that can happen to the black race is a united, working Nigeria.
It would have been.
But in the absence of that,
I mean, it's actually a stolen dream now. So
that's what
sad.
I'm saying. It's so sad. But I still hold out small dream that we can still do that. Because if we can turn Nigeria, if we can reverse the hand of the clock and bring it back to Northern Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and England.
Which was the genesis in the first place.
That is it. Oodua, Biafra, Middle Belt, and now the one North.
Handling their own affairs. God bless you, Radical.
Handling their own affairs. Handling their own affairs. I believe that eventually some sensible Fulanis will get around to say, rather than break up, let's go back to what we were.
But I believe that people believe that it's too late now. You don't think? You don't think so?
It's too late, but if they still come to the table with that, and honestly with that, we can. If they find it in their head to say, listen, I think you are right. You Oodua, you are right. You Biafra, you are right. But can we have a common wealth here where we have Middle Belt, divide of Fulani intimidation and marginalization? Can we have the Oodua nation? Can we have the Biafra nation? 4 nations in one, just like United Kingdom.
That's right.
We will be able to save Africa. But even without that, Japan is functioning.
Yes.
It's a small nation. Israel is less than Enugu State and Anambra State is functioning. Sweden, Holland, they are functioning. So if we cannot save Nigeria, let's save ourselves. Let the Oodua go, let the Biafrans go. And maybe, finally, they will come to our place visa-free and they will let them go back and feed their own place.
And we can respect ourselves. This is not a fight.
And we can respect ourselves. You know, I am so proud and I'm happy with the progress of the Alana Oodua. I am so proud of what they are doing. I am so proud. And I tell you again, I tell you again, in the liberation of the Oodua nation lies the freedom of Biafra.
I'm with you, Radical. God bless you. Right, you have a good one.
Give it up, man.
That's Radical there. I have another, another caller. God bless you.
I give to my brother. How are you, sir?
I am very well, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm talking to you and I'm watching you, but I guess
okay, you are not. Do you want me to explain? Do you want me to explain? If you are watching this same program right now, it is about 5 seconds delayed, right? So don't listen to it. Just listen to the phone. Let me and you talk. Let other people watch us. Let's talk, sir.
Okay. What happened was I wanted to sing for you, because you are our own John the Baptist now that is preaching in the internet.
Did you hear Baba Akintoye and Baba Adeniran today? I was just sitting down there, be like, we are not flattering you. We are not flattering you. Is what people told us about you and all of that. And I'm just here like, wow. I'm going to hear from my friends later anyway. Go on.
So what happened was, my brother, continue doing what you are doing.
I will.
I'm enjoying you every time. It's not like me. So what happened is, Oloye Sunday Igboho, ọmọ Ondo lèmi o, ọmọ Ọ̀wọ̀, ó ti yé yín bẹ́ẹ̀. So Oloye Sunday Igboho, mo ṣiṣẹ́ nítòsí ọ̀dọ̀ wọn rí as a manager fún company kan so èèyàn dáradára lolóyè mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé agbára ọlọ́run máa ń yàgò ó máa fàbọ̀ ẹ̀bùn wọn lágbára ọlọ́run ṣe rí iṣẹ́ tẹ̀ ń ṣe iṣẹ́ mọ̀ pé iṣẹ́ ayé ni iṣẹ́ tẹ̀ ń ṣe because all over the world we are watching you.
That's right.
ọlọ́run a máa fàbọ̀ ẹ̀bùn iṣẹ́ ti gbọ́. Maiyegun olódodo mo ń gbádùn yín o.
Oya kò ní bàjẹ́ o get ṣẹ́rí ìtẹ́sọ́ láti yẹn. Thank you. Go on. You wanted something there.
Okay. No, mo ń jẹ́ kó yẹ yín pé Cayman Island ní bíbá ni mo ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí.
Oh yeah. So, Canaan Island. I mean Canaan Land. Does that mean that in Nigeria?
No, Cayman Island. Cayman
Island. That's another island over. Yeah. That's amazing. Lovely, Baba. Well,
that is very close to Florida and Cuba.
God bless you, sir. Oh, he's such an amazing guy. So, talking about protecting myself and all that, do you know what came to my mind? Sorry, my caller. 1 second, please. 1 second. You know what came to my mind? Now that we are talking about mobilizing ourselves, discovering ourselves, mobilizing our resources all over the world for the same cause of helping our people back in Yoruba land and every other cause that will help the non-violent advocacy for self-determination. So I also need protection. Do you know that? And that is where those we will discover. Many of you are in this UK. You are indeed a big. You are actually big. Law practitioners in the UK. Now that you are probably going to be interested in this Yoruba nation. So if you have somebody you need to protect more now, it will be Maiyegun. Because I know they are coming for me. I am not in any doubt. Not because I have anything that they will do, but in the sense that I want to see the presence of those I do have. But I'm sending that as a dog whistle right now. We will all need that protection at some point. And that point is now. Hello there. Agujegbe. Wow. No one name. I'm here. I'm Agujegbe. My brother.
I don't know whether I know the meaning of Agujegbe.
I was told. Well, as we speak right now, man, I can't really remember. Do you mind?
Lion, where you gone?
I think I remember now. Lion, where the whole gone? But that one deep.
Lion on his own. Nobody feel looking high. Then go carry gun join. Who won't let him?
It can't be a preacher of the preacher of war, not a preacher of peace.
That's the matter be. Because your word they burn them, your face they fear them. Then your word where they come out again and go where you go. So and everybody go
and this mic when they go off.
That's so my brother. I really appreciate the Babas that came online today to come and speak their experiences in Benin and with Oloye Sunday Igboho. I'm happy that Oloye is out. And the little thing I want to contribute to this issue is I know the race is going to be on a different dimension, not like before again. But whatever way we are taking it, I want everybody to just, contribute their part.
That's right.
Because if it is one person you can convince,
we need volunteers. All of us, wherever you are living all over the world, one Yoruba, 2 Yorubas within your community, talk to them. You can volunteer to start it there. 4, 5, 6 people will become 600, 700, 1,000 in that place. And the stronger the further you go, the stronger you become. So we are going to utilize all of that in this course, of course. Go on.
Yes, that is really true. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, again, every plan they have, like, I know Yoruba used to say,
that's right.
But whatever is going to benefit
the masses, they should try and share it with everybody.
Yes.
Through your platform and through other reliable platform they know they trusted.
Yes.
So I congratulate Baba and I wish Baba long life and prosperity.
Amen. For
them to stand with us to see the struggle that they benefit up part of the struggle.
That's right.
So I the house will everybody, I hail everybody.
Thank you, Baba. Nice one there. So yes, all ideas are flowing in.
Hello, Baba.
And we are grabbing them as they come in. Hello, sir.
This is Bobola.
Bobola or Bobobona?
No, Bobola Groni. So
it's just Bobola. Then we use Bobo. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stick to Bobo now because I remember Bobo. How are you, sir?
I'm very well.
Great.
I do for long. Yeah. So you bani ma so you know.
Please.
Mo ṣe wo because mo lọ bi iṣẹ́ látàárọ̀ mo ṣe dé so mo ṣe wo ìyẹn tí o ṣe lọ́sàn pẹ̀lú àwọn professors méjèèjì.
Yes.
Professor Banji Akintoye àti Adewale Professor Adeniran Adewale. Yeah. Àwọn bàbá nìyẹn. Àwọn àgbà tó dáa nìyẹn. Kò dàbí àwọn àgbà tọ́lé. I really enjoyed it. And if you could remember, I said it.
Mo conversation laughter ta ṣetán because mo lọ stream lórí Facebook, right? Man, it be gone trip. Forget it. I mean, I was looking at them and I'm just like, wow. You get what I mean? Despite the fact that they are holding a lot of things back, but the little they release gives so many people so much kind of elation, that kind of feeling.
Exactly. At least, I will lift them up, and it will make people who are doubters láti lè dìde nísìnyí kí wọ́n ká fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ so that we can actualize this Yoruba nation.
That's right.
Mo de tún máa fi ìpè fún àwọn èèyàn kan díẹ̀. If you could permit me to do that, this should be, yeah. Ní àwọn olórí burúkú kan tó jẹ́ pé wọn ò ní ṣoríire tí wọ́n sọ pé olóyè o wípé is an illiterate. And if we could go by Oxford Dictionary or whatever this thing, kí ni wọ́n sọ nípa literacy? That is, wọ́n sọ the literacy is one area téèyàn lè wà competent nínú or tó wà knowledgeable in a specified area. Ṣé àwọn ni wọ́n bá olóyè ṣe business ẹ̀ ni àbáwọn ni wọ́n bá sign check? Ṣé olóyè sọ pé òun ò lè kọ Yorùbá ni àbí kò lè sọ Yorùbá? So àwọn ẹni tó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ká dáa fún wọn.
Ní kọ̀ọ̀kan.
Lágbọ́rọ̀ Ọlọ́run. Because tí a bá ń sọ pé literacy, it doesn't mean that ẹnìyàn tí ò bá gbóyìnbó is not literate.
Lójú wọn.
Yeah. So, and you said something. Tí o bá lè sọ Òyìnbó bí olóyìnbó, Òyìnbó ò lè sọ Yorùbá bí.
Sọ Yorùbá bí tiwọn náà ṣé kí là ń fi ń pamọ́. Ṣé mi Òyìnbó kan kò sí bó ṣe lè sọ Yorùbá kẹ́ gbọ́ Yorùbá kẹ́ like ẹ̀ tó kẹ́ admire ẹ̀ tó kò lè sọ Yorùbá bí ọmọ Yorùbá kankan. No joke.
Láyé.
Bá gbóyìnbó débì kan tó yìnbó mọ nǹkan tí mò ń sọ tó wọ́n wá sọ fún mi pé mi ò sọ dáadáa mi sọ báyìí ó jẹ́ dúpẹ́ pé mo tiẹ̀ sọ tó gbọ́. Èwo nu wọn ló lè sọ Yorùbá tó máa gbọ́ nǹkan tó sọ.
Àbí so I can appreciate nǹkan tá a bá ní.
Àsìkò tá a
máa appreciate. So we keep on slandering people, we slander people, we bite ourselves. You know, I told you something the other time, and I'm very happy wípé àwọn professors méjèèjì. Mo fẹ́ lè sọ pé wọ́n rubber stamp nǹkan tí mo sọ fún ẹ. If you could remember, the last time I called, I told you that
you have an important role to play in this Yoruba nation. I did told you that.
You did.
If you could remember.
Yes, I do now.
Yeah. So, ní agbára Ọlọ́run tó ti gbé ẹ sókè kò ní gbé ẹ wálẹ̀.
Àmín.
Ní agbára Ọlọ́run. And ilẹ̀ lérí yìí mo gbọ́ gbogbo àdúrà tí princess ṣe. Ilẹ̀ lérí yìí àjọ máa débẹ̀ ní lágbára Ọlọ́run. Ní ògo t'Ọlọ́run àjọ máa débẹ̀ ní. So we should just keep up the good work and not relenting. So ní agbára Ọlọ́run, we all see the promised land.
It's looking good. Honestly, tó bá yẹ pé gbogbo nǹkan tí tó nílẹ̀ tó fẹ́ ṣe ni wọ́n kàn sọ bóyá bí just 30% fún wa ni. Ìmúdù majority nǹkan máa yàtọ̀ sí bó ṣe rí lálẹ́ yìí lọ. But according to the conversation that I will pay, majority àwọn nǹkan yẹn, they better start happening first before people start saying, kí ló ń ṣe eléyìí mean? Ẹ máa wòran, ẹ ṣe fílẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kó mature. You haven't seen anything yet. Keep watching. That's the point. That's why they are like, "Chawon ti release juju báyìí nse. Báyìí ti sọ̀rọ̀ jù. It's also you know. Olonjo. So we are with them.
At least nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ gan náà ó fi booster nǹkan tó wà nílẹ̀ ni so that people will how much ginger àwọn èèyàn láti lè ká fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀. Maybe by contribution or we pay can conscientize àwọn èèyàn tó wà ní ẹgbẹ́ wa àti àwọn ẹni tí ó wà lé. Yeah. So kò jù báyẹn lọ. And by that we'll be gathering momentum there. Like Princess said, like the thing that I watched, that Princess said, okay, I shall gather momentum there ni. So
we have to build on it. Emma won't come to in the next couple of weeks, Baba.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So I'm really grateful and keep up the good work. I'm so happy.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Have a good one, sir.
All right, okay.
Yes, sir. So I have another caller on the line. So yeah, you two can call in and make your own. Hello there.
Maiyegun Baba.
Yes, sir.
Maiyegun Baba.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Ó ti gbá yìí ò ní pẹ́.
Àṣẹ bàbá o, àṣẹ o.
Olúṣọlá ò ti gbá yìí ò ní pẹ́.
Àṣẹ o.
Adéṣọlá lèmi láti Pẹ̀rú mo ti bá ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ rí. Láti Pẹ̀rú. What you are doing, you are only confirming. Wọ́n sọ fún Ìjẹ̀bú Jòjò. You are only confirming it. Being a reputable human being is not by power.
No.
It is not by might. No. But ẹni t'Ọlọ́run bá fi fún ni. Some people are good, they are not bold. Some people are good, they cannot speak. You cross all the carpet.
Wow, thank you, Baba.
People are recommending you. Àwọn tí ò rí ẹrí gan rárá.
Tó jẹ́ pé tipátipá máa fẹ́ rántí orúkọ wọn gan. These are people tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ti sọ orúkọ wọn fún mi rí, but do you know what? If you ask me, I'm like so terrible with that. And go on. Right. I think, yeah, we're having this connection issue. I think it's back now, I believe. Hello, Baba?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Go on,
yeah.
please.
I said, you are young, but you are in the position of Agba. And you got to start training yourself from the little things that you come up with. So when you talk, it is what it is.
That's right.
Baba Adeniran ni wọ́n ní.
Sorry, we are having an issue with that network or the connection. So just a second. Sorry, we missed that part because we lost you.
Yes. Wọ́n ní àwa Yorùbá pé a terrible gan. A lè sọ̀rọ̀ èèyàn lẹ́yìn ká sọ ní dáadáa ká má fi ṣùgbọ́n sí. But wọ́n ní orúkọ ti tiẹ̀ Maiyegun. Àwọn ògbọ́ ṣùgbọ́n kan ń bẹ̀.
In fact, mo was surprised though, because you probably will think they should be feeding them the same thing. Yeah, you know, that's why they're going to go on, Baba.
I was actually watching you. You are short of words.
I don't even know how to react. I'm just like that. Okay.
No. Ní gbogbo àwọn bàbá ló ń kọ́lé. Mo wá gbàgbọ́ pé ìwọ fúnra ara ẹ̀ ò ní jọra ẹ̀ lójú. If you remember the last time we spoke, I said, people who want to bring you down, it is you that must tie yourself up.
That's right.
They will come left, right, center, and front to introduce some good, the bad, and the ugly things to you. Be careful.
I know.
Then my major contribution is that, that this 5 million raise on why we should start setting up our database. Because we might need to do another referendum in the nearest future.
Yes.
We cannot keep on going back and forth looking for people. If we go to spend money to get all these things done worldwide,
we will spend
laptop,
it. Yes.
Laptop, devoted people,
yes. We can't work without data. That's part of the things you all of you will just see later when I begin to talk about them, and you'll be like, this Maiyegun is so smart. Oh, I mean, this no, I'm not that smart. The reason why I'm so good at it is that I pick people's opinion here and there, and they stick. So go on, I'm with you.
Yeah. So that I need 20 million. That is signing. I want 30 50 million database.
We can work with that.
Technical, we just need a technical support. IT, Babala IT person. Tani to Yoruba. Theory Tade. Also synchronize me. Láàárín ọjọ́ méjì ẹ ti upload ẹ̀. Ẹ ti sign gbogbo nǹkan tẹ need láti sign. Ibì kan Nàìjíríà ò ní database. Yorùbá náà ò ní database. Wọ́n ti bì kan máa bẹ̀. Irú 79,000 àti nílé ìsìn tó máa gbé fẹ́ nìkan tó stabilize ẹ̀ sórí Excel tó ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣe.
To your information is to your to sort gbogbo nǹkan tó bá máa wà easier fún email or phone numbers everything so we can easily access them. Yeah, I'm following you, Baba. I'm with you.
Programming ló máa jẹ.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Àwọn gba referendum 2 million a máa sá fóṣù méjì. Kò make sense. Tó bá ti ẹni èèyàn mélòó lẹ need, that is the figure that we need. I need 3 million. Ẹnìkan lè débẹ̀ I got 3 million yẹn sí. Because wọ́n tó bá ti lè register orúkọ ẹ̀ sí ọ̀dà Yorùbá, that means kò nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí nǹkan tá a ṣe nìyẹn. So at any point in time, tó bá máa lórúkọ ẹ̀, wọ́n kàn send email sí ẹni.
Send email sí ẹni now.
And you are correct, okay, I'm in support. So referendum bigger one tó máa dé. Àti ní dátà ẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀lì, nǹkan táwọn òyìnbó ṣe dàbí ẹni kan dà jù wá kò ń ṣe kán dà. Wọ́n máa nílẹ̀ dòǹgbẹ ni. Àwọn kan ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn browse tó jẹ́ pé tomato pẹ́ fẹ́ Harvard before you know it.
They will provide them.
Àjẹ́ làwọn Yorùbá náà ṣe mọ̀ pé wọ́n ti ronú síwájú. Wọ́n ronú àwọn think tank kan wà fún wọn tó ń bá wọn ṣe pé a lè dé ìkóríta yìí tó máa dá wa dúró. wọ́n ti pèsè àyè wọ́n lè ṣe everything náà lọ. So ẹ̀yin lè mọ̀ wọ́n ṣe máa get across sí database yẹn a gbọ́dọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣe látòrí 5 million referendum.
Ìbàjẹ́ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní make consultation on it. Maybe that's where we are even going to start from. Yeah. Again, you are so brilliant. Thank you so much. Let me take another one.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I know that, in fact, don't let me say much. I'm going to begin to reach out to people who are actually going to start the issue of that data. It's important. Very, very important. I'm glad somebody just raised that now. And that's the second time somebody is raising that on MaiyegundsDiary Politico. The first time was a very long time ago. But yeah, I think I have a caller there. Hello. Let's see. Okay. I think I lost her. Another caller. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Oh my God, Maiyegun the General, first-time caller and long-time follower.
Bless you. I'm happy to meet you now. So, how are you?
Yeah, my name is. I'm fine, and you and your family, sir?
I'm very well. Thanks for asking. We're good.
Man, I don't watch the first one you guys did with Professor Banji Akintoye, but I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch it later.
You will love it.
To be honest. To be honest with you,
yes, sir.
I don't know what to use because you put light in front of every darkness in that. People in how you guys know? How do you know everything? And then if somebody has a brain, follow you closely, everything you say, even though you sneeze. I swear to you say the fact. Your sweat, the way you address your glass, you say the fact about these people. To be honest with you, only God can reward you for what you do.
Amen.
Only God can reward you. Anyway, I'm so happy right now that I get through. I can call you right now. I'm not going to say too much now, but I'm thinking to call you back later. I'm going to call you back. We talk after program either.
If I have the chance, of course, I'll speak to you. Thank you.
Yeah, I've been trying to call you a long time. I text you on Facebook. Please call me back. I can't get through. Regular call. I've been trying, but I'm so happy today.
Sorry. Yes.
So I'm not going to say too much right now.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, you didn't tell me your name. You wanted to earlier, but I spoke over you. I'm sorry. So what's your name again, sir?
My name is Taufik. I'm calling from US.
Taufik from US. Is that right?
Yeah.
God bless you, sir. I'll remember the name, and hopefully I'll be lucky again to speaking to you again, sir. You have a good one.
No, I would love to. Keep doing the good job. God will be with you and your family.
And yes, too. Amen. Thank you so much, sir. You have a good one. Okay?
Thank you.
Yes, sir. So I love this, and I'm picking my points from everybody's contribution because we're gonna need those information for wherever we're going, the ideas formatted and all of that. So I have another caller. Hello.
It's JJ on the line.
I promised myself I'm not gonna say anything, JJ, because I bet this is your night. You are buzzing, and I want to hear you. Go on, JJ.
My brother, thank you very much. I've been trying to call, but sometimes it's like a jamming when people are talking. So then I took it back. First of all, I want to try and thank those two Baba who came today.
Amazing. Did you watch it live or you watch a replay?
Both live and replay, everything.
Go on.
So I won't miss it now.
No, I bet you won't.
But there's some things they skip. They skip some things, which they suggested that they want to do before. And it's like, there's no action towards that thing.
Right.
And I've been trying to remember you since yesterday. So I've been calling since yesterday to if I could get through, and then I will just remember you that you can access.
Right. Okay.
Which is the legal aspect of the struggle, that they said they want to be suing Nigerian government towards 1999 constitution.
They don't want to say much on that with us today.
Yeah, I know.
Deliberately.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I agree. But please help me remember them.
But they are actually doing something on that. Yeah, they are doing something on that, and I'm working with them on that. And so many other people.
Brother. No, let's say this
again,
be the case. Once you say you are doing something with them on that,
I mean, it's better for us to hear it when it's launched than for us to be saying, now we're going to do this, we are doing, you know what I mean? About something is in that regard. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, because the reason why I'm saying is that look at it this way. Once a suit is being pursued towards that, it means even come 20 years, come 100 years, whoever is on his seat is none and void, dead on arrival. So that will pave way because every arsenal we got should be pinpoint every biggest target of their ambition.
There's an old man. There was this old man in Odogbolu. Yeah, there's this old man in Odogbolu when I was growing up. Right? They always call him wait and see, wait and see, wait and see. I didn't understand it until I become a teenager.
It's similar to one the Jebu woman that I rent house in his house. In a house back in the days. He said, all way is a way. Provided it's like that. All way is a way. So the second one I will chip in is the issue of data.
Yeah.
The data, somebody make mention of it when the agitation was at hot in our hearts long time ago, that they want to establish something like consulate office in London, in some big cities, so that Yoruba can be coming in to register and get some form of ID card, which can be like pre-test to the passport.
Right.
They've missed that aspect. There's something to make a suggestion. Even if you are imagining it, once you take a step towards that, how much are they selling an ID card machine, which can be electronically vibe? So we can buy electrical machine and all those stuff, buy the plate, they will be printing it so that it will be genuine, a genuine ID card. That idea shouldn't be lost. If they introduced it last year, yes. If they did it since last year, by now we have more than 10 million. Because I myself, even if they say 100 million, 100,000, 100 pounds, I will do it for all my family. Because why? It will stand in form of this. Then through that money, they can be, by now we shouldn't be talking about funding. Because let's say the ID card is 20 pounds, then plus the registration, all those stuff. Then at least add 20 to 30 to it. The 30 will go straight to the account of Yoruba, whatever we struggle, whatever we want to do.
Which is going to be set up soon. Yeah, go on.
Yes, and this will give us some form of identity. It's already a population census. Because even if the people in London don't have it, that should be the first step for us. And at the end of the day, later on, if there's any Yoruba, once you are registered and you have your ID card, if there's any problem, we don't need to go to Nigerian embassy anymore. We have to be coming there. Then from there, they can invite Nigerian embassy, bring your machine, let us come and do the passport here, pending the time we get our independence. Yeah. Do you see how to take the power from them? These are the way to do it.
We will do it.
And that will tally with the censor that people are talking about, data or no data.
No, we will
then why they are doing it, Baba make mention of transatlantic whatever, not just
Yorubas.
Atlantic, Pacific stuff in the Indias. We have some Yorubas around the world. Brother, trust me, I've traveled a lot. And I can tell you, including Jamaica, most of all those guys, the best runner, the best whatever you see, go and check their DNA, they are all from Yoruba. I'm telling you the truth. Yoruba, the most brilliant, brave black people on earth come from Yoruba and Igbos race. This is anybody who think I'm lying should go and search their history. So in that way, these are the things that we need to be doing. Then you partner with all those guys, Trinidad and Tobago, contact them. Anybody who is of interest to have Yoruba identity should come. Register, you have it. At least once you have it, should be open for all. Provided
I'm going to put together a team very soon. which is going to work around that issue of data, JJ. And that is the first.
This is no. That's why I'm giving you the idea how they can start it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the only thing that can derail this kind of thing.
Let me tell you, the best way to do that is to build an independent website for that purpose, right? That is run 24/7.
A lot of us have those kind of ideas how to put things together. How much they would let them talk. Send you to us. Then we donate for the website.
I'll put together a team.
Yeah.
Start from there.
Yeah. Because
you see, the issue of identity you just raised now. The issue of identity you just raised now. Yeah. You see, when we have a pool of data that tells us where everybody is all over the world, right? Now we know the numbers. Yes. We know where they are everywhere. Now there is a system that will sort that in a way that even if, wherever you are, without your contact, we can alert you where to go to get that your ID card, your identification
just your number,
card.
They send a bulk SMS. Simple.
You know what I mean? Now, so okay. I'm going to put together a team on that. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to, discuss that with the Yoruba elders too. And
they
gave me a
because
chance to
last time when the first time you brought Baba, Baba was saying, okay, they want to open channel phone, whatever. I know Baba is also afraid of his name being whatever. But Baba should know that even though now 1 naira, £1, £2, £3, 1 cent, all those things. By now we shouldn't be talking about fund or whatever.
We shouldn't, and we shouldn't be having all stories around it. I get you.
So yeah, because I think it's getting to a year you brought Baba the first time to come and talk. And since that time, you've been nagging, telling them how we're waiting for them. It shouldn't be.
But you know they have given us to go ahead now, JJ, right? You see all these ideas, it is now ours, right? To build them into a workable and presentable way, yeah? And trust me, now that we also have the fund, we have the money to fund them. So JJ, all these ideas are going to be given life now, especially this data part. I was thinking of where to start from.
Thank you, brother. My last comment will be like, we have to start building an intelligence gathering. And in that area, that's where I am ready to come in.
We'll keep that off here. We'll be doing all of that among a pool of resources that we are going to be using as well. A lot.
Yes, that one, I'm voluntarily and I can volunteer myself.
I know.
Trust me. If they need, there's some things we can tell each other.
We need to. But thank you, JJ.
Yeah. So that's it.
Nice
you're welcome, brother.
Nice one. So let me take another one, and we keep going on and on like that until we run out of time. So, hello there.
Maiyegun General.
Yes, sir.
Oga. Oríire nínú ọdẹ appointment tó wá fún yín ṣe gan.
Thank you.
Mo fẹ́ pè lórí iṣẹ́ olùdíyàn ọ̀sán ìbọn mo get through.
No chance.
Mo fẹ́ pè lọ́wọ́ Alana. Pé nǹkan kan bọ́dà mi. I've been thinking about it. Èmi fẹ́ ká gbà mí níra wa. But mo fẹ́ kí àwọn wàhálà kan kó tún ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ọjọ́ iwájú. Mo fẹ́ bi bàbá pé ṣé àwọn Ẹdó àti Benin ṣé wọ́n máa pẹ̀lú wa nínú Oodua Republic ni even though pé history wa jọra mọ́ra wọn kékeré because but wọ́n sọ èdè kan náà pẹ̀lú wa kó má di pé a gba òmìnira tọ́sìn wọ́n wá ní àwọn fẹ́ parapọ̀ mọ́ wa torí history wa jọra because èèyàn tún ní máa mú dàbò wàhálà pé àwa náà.
ṣé máa tèmi bá fún yín ní answer kan tí mo believe wípé ó lè wá látẹnu bàbá náà just for the sake of this conversation because very important question lẹ́rìí ìzò ṣẹ́gẹ̀t.
because thomas sọ pé Yorùbá dẹ̀ ń sọ kìnnìkan àwọn àgbọ̀ Yorùbá náà àgbẹ̀sọ Yorùbá èdè báyìí là ń sọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ mọ̀ pé president òde máa àbí wọ́ọ̀dẹ̀ máa address àwọn èèyàn kiri ní all over the world kó máa sọ Yorùbá kó máa sọ Ẹdó náà tí ó máa tún máa sọ Ẹdó àti Benin ní.
ṣé mọ̀ pé nílẹ̀ Yorùbá yẹn gan nílẹ̀ Yorùbá wa náà gan fúnra rẹ̀ ó ti yẹn a kàn ń lo Yorùbá sífẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹyọkan ní ṣẹ́gẹ̀ ṣé dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé àwọn oríṣiríṣi èdè náà ló wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá títí wa ní oríṣiríṣi ẹ̀yà náà ló wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá títí wa yẹn ṣẹ́gẹ̀t but culturally traditionally àwọn kan tá share papọ̀ tá believe pé out of respect even in a Yorùbá nation ó ti yẹn ń sìn we should always have it at the back of our mind that people within Yoruba nation, they will always have the right to also break away. Just same way Yorubas are asking to break away from Nigeria. When Yoruba becomes a nation, it has to be an agreement from all of the tribes within Yoruba land to say, yes, we want to be a country. You remember that? So which means if in the future, they say, oh, we don't have a Yoruba nation, the nation by they will have the right to do so. That's my own vision for a Yoruba nation that is united, where everybody is respected for who they are in that same country before they can be called member of that country. You know what I mean? But again, I wish Baba was here and you asked him. Maybe we'll have that chance some other time. Maybe. And you will still ask him. I will. But again, it's a brilliant one, Baba. Nice one, eh? Thank you so much. We want to see a referendum is that they will be asking everybody. They will ask the Jebus, they will ask the Egbas, they will ask the Oyos, they will ask the Aworis, they will ask the Eguns, they will ask Ilajes, they will ask every tribe within Yoruba land. Even though we all say we are Yorubas, they will all participate in what is called a referendum. And in that referendum, their own interest as a Yoruba people, as member of Yoruba, you know what I mean now, will be respected. Everybody will come with their own article of what's it they call it now? Article of a referendum or what? Yes, that's the kind of conversation we want to have. Everyone, whereby we all know what we are going into. That is what they denied us when they forced our people to be in Nigeria in 1966. Because even Awolowo and the elders who decided to go for independence before 1960, they had a vision of independence for the Yoruba people, where no other people or anywhere, anyone anywhere or any group anywhere will be interfering in the affairs of the Yoruba people by any means. That was what our forefathers went into, our forebearers. That's what they agreed to until 1966, when the criminals with their guns, they ended the arrangement and they forced us into one Nigeria. We can change that if the people want it. That's why I'm not really bothered. So to say, it has to come from the people. And that's why we are doing this now. We will have to get them involved. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Good evening to you, sir. Your name?
My name is Wale.
Wale. Sir, you are live. Everybody can hear you.
And now, I watched the interview of this afternoon. I so much enjoyed it.
Bless you.
So much enjoyed it. You know what? I think, what is the meaning of Maiyegun itself? To get that's what I wanted to know. Maiyegun yellow what here? Odufa or Koni? I don't maybe you just speak it.
It's my screen name. You know that. Because, and I have the reason, I have my own reason for picking that name. Sir, Maiyegun. Controversial. Primarily misunderstood, but eventually embraced. And somehow, it seems that I chose right when I chose Maiyegun. A man, in the chaos, in the entire chaos, it will still kind of manage to bring orderliness, unity, and purpose. And somehow, I think I am doing that based on the feedback from people like yourself. Tell me more about Maiyegun, sir, because you
know, you see, there was this artist,
if gbogbo ala máa jẹ breakfast.
Only sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn deep gan.
I'm following you, Baba. Continue.
Okay. Ó dídì sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn gidi gan fọ́ Maiyegun mi ni Maiyegun yẹn ó fọ́ wẹ́wẹ́. Pé Odufa kan ló dẹ̀ sọ pa. So I want you to work. I want you to work on that. Not that it's the way I see it. Okay. Look for it. That is number one. Number two, I've told you certainly to Larry. We live by lie is your line. All of them were true our forget it. All of them bed down to. All of them are to. Conshuri any call Ubu. We don't do more. And you said something nice that really touched me. You said they might be after you. One, you after like that alone.
Amen.
Agbára Jésù. Jẹ́ kó máa bára wọn sọ. Àwọn náà mọ̀ lọ́kàn àwọn pé nǹkan tó ń ṣe ò dáa. Ẹ wọ wọn bàbá yẹn. Ìwà iṣẹ́ rí máa ṣe o. Ọláàánú kan ni. Kọ́ máa ní kọ́ mú ènìyàn lọ́lọ́ máa mú. Ọláàánú kan ni lóòótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀. Òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ kò sí kọ̀ọ̀kan méjì mẹ́yẹn lọ. Wọ́n máa bá ń bẹ̀ bó ṣe ń sọ́bà òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ máa bá ń bẹ̀ ni. Orí rẹ̀ lórí ọlọ́run ló máa ṣọ́yìn ìjọ ọ̀rọ̀ pé èèyàn ṣe dáadáa yẹn náà ló máa mú yàn ṣẹ́gun gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí. Agbára Jésù ó tẹ̀sí máa rí nìyẹn. So gbogbo etí yes, a lot of things is coming up now. A lot of ideas is coming up. A lot. Agbójúra wa lọ kò ń ṣe tìjà kò dẹ́ ṣe tìjà àgbàlagbà.
Ẹ ti get a máa pick and be bẹ̀ yẹn. In fact, ẹni tó bá lè ṣe yẹn gan-an ló máa sọ pé smart yẹn. You know, many people will say, Maiyegun is smart. Maiyegun is intelligent. I listen to people. I listen when I have to listen. I talk when I have to talk.
Exactly. Exactly. So, you're going to pick and be push me to more. I want me to my mom idea. You never think of it.
Exactly.
So you can get it from this, and that's the tomo.
Do you understand? And that's why I always give it back to my friends because I can't deny it. To be honest, I've got great minds on MaiyegunsDiary Politico that I can't give anything substandard to them without them saying, Maiyegun kilon shele, what is wrong with you? What to change your kilo? Yeah, you have to keep the standard and the bar higher, and all because I have great people on my platform. No joke.
So, tó rẹ̀ ní tí Yorùbá tó sọ pé kéèyàn má jọra ẹ̀ lójú. Pàpà ọ̀rọ̀ ni o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Má jọra ẹ̀ lójú. Pàpà ọ̀rọ̀ ni. Ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ fún ẹ ṣe lágbára ọ̀tọ̀ náà.
Thank you so much.
Bó ṣe wà yìí náà àjọ máa ṣe náà ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Àjọ máa ṣe lágbára Ọlọ́run. Lọ́nà lèmi ti ń sọ̀rọ̀.
Thank you.
Ọmọ kẹ́nẹ́ lè mi. Gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe gbogbo ẹni nẹ́bọ̀ lèmi àti ẹ̀ so kò sí wàhálà. Agbára Jésù ọ̀rọ̀ ló máa ṣe ọ̀dọ̀ máa ṣe.
Rọrùn ni tí gbogbo bá pàdé lé a lè gun kẹ̀kẹ́ láti Kẹ́nẹ́dòdò Gbolú a lè gbé bọ́sùrì ọ̀kadà tá a bọ́ sí mọ́tò bẹ́ẹ̀ it's just about 7 minutes drive.
Àní tí n bá lọ sí Kẹ́nẹ́ máa ń fẹsẹ̀ máa kàn jọ́ọ̀gì lọ sí mọ́ máa dókè ayé pé báyìí máa tó padà. Can you imagine?
Nígbà tó
ṣe kọjá lóde wa àwọn ológbó náà kọ ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
So Ọlọ́run á ṣe. Just do your own best. I want to support my support.
Thanks, Baba.
So let me just let me take you. Don't take much of your time. Thank you so much.
Bless you. Thank you so much. Stay safe. Nice one, Baba. So I have another caller on the line. We are still reacting to this invitation of Professor Banji Akintoye and Professor Adeniran. Hello, ma. You need to speak up now. Everybody can hear you right now. Hello.
Hello,
ma.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, please?
Yes, I can hear you. And I think we can all hear you now. So please go on.
Oh, congratulations again, Professor. And thank you very much for what you're doing.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for everything. We're so grateful.
Well, should I say you're welcome?
I'm not a Catwoman, Oodua. Today, I'm not Catwoman. Sorry. Anyway, Oodua, gbé wa kò ní gbọ́dálẹ̀ lórúkọ Jésù. In Jesus' name.
Amen to that.
It is well.
Thank you. Amen to that as well. Anyway, thank you so much, ma. She said that very cool and calm, and that's who she is. Lovely. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello,
Maiyegun.
Ma'am.
Yes, this is Jumoke.
Oh, Lady Jumi. I think should I say Jumi?
Lẹ́yìn ìgbà tí mo ti tẹ́ ẹ bá sọ̀rọ̀ láti gbà yóò ti tún pẹ́ nítorí àyè wọlé mọ́ ọkọ̀ tó wà òkè.
I know, but you know, you can't stop láti máa wò mí láti jọjọ ẹ̀. See me, 2022. Here we are again. How are you?
Owó tí mi bá wà búrò mi ta ni mo fẹ́ wò.
That's a big one. That's a big question.
Orí mi wú.
Bless you.
Orí mi wú lẹ́nìí nígbà tí mo gbọ́ nǹkan táwọn bàbá méjèèjì yẹn sọ. They report the good report given about
it
you.
Was a good recommendation, honestly.
Yeah, the recommendation, yes. Ori mi wu, my dear brother. Ori mi wu. But there is something I want to tell you.
Please, ma.
As they were talking, so many thoughts came through my mind. And then listening to few people that I've called right now, it's as if my thought is kind of coming through.
Wow.
Because over suffering, my dear brother,
yes,
please, the Lord has lifted you. Now, Baba sọ̀rọ̀ kan nípa pé at every time, rather, pé Ọlọ́run máa ń raise àwọn èèyàn kọ̀ọ̀kan nígbà tí Yorùbá bá fẹ́ sùn. Ọlọ́run á tún raise àwọn èèyàn kọ̀ọ̀kan tó máa jẹ́ pé olùtají fún wọn. Yorùbá lèmi máa sọ ọmọ Yorùbá là wá. You know, pé Ọlọ́run á tún rí àwọn kan dìde, á rí wọn dìde. Sunday Igboho likely to be one. Yes. You are one. A voice indeed that God has raised in Yoruba to wake us up, to call our attention, to let us know where I saw Male, I saw Mweru, I see any only theory
at all.
Now, because no so funny.
Yes, ma'am.
That depends on whom much is given, much is required, Maiyegun.
Absolutely.
So who much is given, much is required. And so that being conlapun expectation nano le yan mama repeat odo e. Maiyegun Yoruba ni e, ọmọ Yoruba gidi ni e. You ọmọ wa Yoruba. Now many people, thousands of years have listened to what has been committed into your hands today, and to what you have committed yourself into. I want to tell you, beware of the wolves. Beware of the wolves. Many people will now be coming around. Maiyegun, we are in this together. Maiyegun, ajijoma sheni. Maiyegun, ọmọ ni e, àwọn tó pè lọ́mọ rere, àwọn tó pè lọ́mọ burúkú tẹ́lẹ̀. Maiyegun, báyìí ni. Then tó bá wá yá, oríṣiríṣi suggestion àwa máa wá láti bà ẹ́ lórúkọ jẹ́. Láti tarnish nǹkan tí Ọlọ́run gbé ẹ lọ́wọ́. Maiyegun, you are a man. You know, you have your own heart, and you follow your heart. I want to tell you today, please, always follow your heart.
Yeah, ẹ jẹ́ kí n fi lọ́kàn balẹ̀ because mi ò fẹ́ kẹ́ gbọ́ láti orí TV yín, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ sọ sí yín létí báyìí, right? Ṣé kí n sọ pé mo yẹ protect ara mi ma? In all of this, ṣé sọ pé mo yẹ protect ara mi? I am just in between, whereby I don't have any chat with anybody. I won't have any chat with anybody when it comes to this kind of funding, right? The arrangement ni wípé nígbà tá bá ready láti gbé síta. Number one, it must be as transparent as possible, like usual, yeah? Then number two, when we hold it, anybody to bá need anything that concerns the Yoruba Nation's campaign, whatever it is, legal and all that, they can only hear from me when I hear from Alana himself. That arrangement means nobody talks to me. Do you understand? Nobody. Just Baba Akintoye. Now, if there's going to be any pressure, Baba ni kejo, keba mi sọ pé káwọn èèyàn dúró ti Baba da. Baba làwọn èèyàn lè pressure because nobody will even be able to talk to me. So there is not going to be any reason for anybody to say, Maiyegun, this plan, that's not the arrangement, man. Check it.
That settles it. That settles it, and I rest my case. I don't have
rest
to say
your case
anymore.
because I have to make you have the rest of mine tonight.
No, yes. Number one, I'm going to call you 3 times where I normally call you.
Yes,
Maiyegun, follow your heart.
I will.
Maiyegun, follow your heart.
I will.
Maiyegun, follow your heart.
I will, ma. 100%. Thank you. I love her. Lady Jumi from the US, I say, hello there.
I'm very, very happy that I can connect this night, man.
You are connected, oh, Baba. That's so it be, oh.
Yes.
I mean, I really feel bad that people have been like calling for years and they've never had that chance. When they are about to have that chance, you know, it just never happened. So I feel the same way you feel.
Yeah, but I'm a little bit lucky because I think this is my 3rd time on your program.
Oh,
yeah.
Good one. Go for it.
Yeah, but because in the afternoon I missed the section, but I watched I watched everything from start to finish again, so that when the evening section, I will not be a JJC.
You will not be feeling like, what are they talking about, man? Did I miss something?
Yes.
You know what I mean, but I'm with you. So what would be your reaction, your review on everything you heard today?
I'll tell you, the section was talking about me, and I'll tell you how I'm affected.
Please.
Baba said we are learning some things in the Republic of Benin down to Togo. And these are things we don't know. Then he made mention of our people from Badagry.
Yes.
So I'm an able man. You see, it's unfortunate that our education system has alienated us from our history. As small as that Badagry is, there are some communities in that Badagry that have Yoruba ancestry. If you go to Benin Republic, the same thing down to Togo. But because of this amalgamation, French, Francophone in one place, I think after this, our generation of 30s, and we don't ask those history from our parents, there may be luckily for those of us who still have our grandparents and we don't ask those history. If they cannot write, they should have a recorded, message, so that when things are now being put in place one by one, everybody will have a form of trace and form of inclusion.
That's right.
That's right. My own community in Nigeria still have its own parent community in the Republic of Benin.
Wow.
But because of the partitioning, we some of us still have, we know those places, but
now you are seeing them as your distance cousin. You say our Benin cousins, but they are supposed to be Yorubas.
The same thing, there are still some communities in that same Badagry that still have communities in Ogbomoso. You understand?
I'm with you.
But where I'm very happy is our people were magnanimous enough to offer their support. And another thing is this: people always forget that under Awolowo's the Western region, the CDR Crown too was a part of it, who is an able man himself. So it was not as if that the Yorubas and Maiyegun were not united. But because of people of discord, they will say, oh, this is this, this is that. They want to create that passion. But when there's trouble, that's when you know your brother. And when there's trouble, you see everybody. Exactly. Everybody came together and said, no, we have to fight this together. So I'm very happy.
All by ourselves, we just pretend that we don't know each other. We pretend so.
Each other. Thank you very much. So on this issue of data, I think for inclusion, I just want to add that if every communist can be added, so that let's say me that I'm from Badagry now, if I want to add my name, I will just see Yoruba Nation, Badagry. Sorry for security sake.
We are going to develop a template. What I'm looking at here in my head right now, honestly speaking, when I speak with the IT experts that are going to come together on this, right? Eventually, hopefully, we'll have Yorubas who are IT gurus who are going to do this for us. What I have in my head is that we're going to build that template for people who are filling up the forms and setting up their own profiles, or the Yoruba personal profiles there, right? That will call each part. We have a province, you have regions, you have all that stuff. They will design them in that way that you'll be able to fit in your information and it will fit in into
So another thing is this: for my brothers in on the island, Badagry and people on the island, we share some some ancestral heritage.
Right.
The same, you have white car chiefs in the island, we have white car chiefs in Badagry.
That's right.
And please, can I speak to my people in our dialect, please?
Please, can you please do that for us?
Yeah. Mehule novile yale babale oholu mede weunga mede klunga ometo wegbedo dondo ku meku ode join by do to de memi dio onule nove mi zegbon nukon e maoya mi do zegbon godo e maoya e na adido mi mano mobile amo mini friendo do side leme ununo ya
mi onu gbọ́dọ̀ yando mi jale ndele ina dodo ayejo na mi gigi do na mi yise so that ndele mi no ba ile mi na do isigbe mi ton dode poji mi friendo mi me hole ite ni dodo ogbegbo no pe onule ina do jeunji. So that's the little I just want to tell to my people. In essence, I've just told them, I greeted everybody and said in our language, we normally say that if we have one voice, things will be going on smoothly. And that's what I just want to tell them. I'm very, very happy that our people rendered assistance, and I'm very, very proud of.
And they were highly acknowledged as well. Yeah, they didn't just render assistance. Their assistance was greatly, greatly acknowledged and appreciated.
Yes. So I'm very, very happy. Egun people, Yoruba people, Fon people, Ewe people, we are the same thing. Even during our Vodun worship in Badagry, our cousins from the Republic of Benin down to Togo, they always come together and do the traditional worship together. We all share the same heritage. Imagine if people too are doing Shango or Ifa worship in Yoruba land, our cousins from Republic of Benin, Ghana, all come together. Yes, I understand some of us are Christians now, some of us are Muslims now. Right. We should share our heritage together. I'm not saying we should either do Muslim, Christian, or start partitioning ourselves. We should just know that we have the same ancestry. Let us just come together and find a good cause. Thank you very much, Maiyegun, for picking my call.
Bless you, brother.
I'm
Thank you
very,
very much.
Very happy. Yeah.
You have a good evening, okay? Let me take another one. Hello there.
Good day, my brother. Maiyegun, 10-star general.
How are you?
May God bless you.
Amen.
And bless all your own.
Amen.
I say congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations to all Yoruba people and indeed all Black people of Africa.
Congratulations.
The history of the Yoruba people, or especially the Yoruba, the Edos, the Igbos, all these people who are actually Hebrew people. Yes, their history is very deep and goes way back. And as I heard Alana speak today, I understood that, you know, there are some things that will come out in a few years from now, some kind of knowledge that have been hidden from us.
Yes.
That will be popping out. It will be in a few years from now that people will begin to wake up. The general public will begin to wake up. But it is the greatest joy. It was the greatest joy for me to see that Alana was already putting his finger on those things. You see, the way they dawn. When I said congratulations to the process of the dawn, of the awakening of the Yoruba people, and the same thing for the Black people generally of Africa. It was a great thing for me to just watch and listen to hear that. So we're actually on that path already.
I know.
I actually had one little concern.
Please,
because it was like for the normal person, they have not heard much of what that man said today. But for the people that we should actually be careful about, they have heard too much. They now understand that these people are awake.
Yes.
And that once that lion is awake, it is the end. I've told you, I said in some programs some days before, that there is no going back for Yoruba nation. The moment in Africa wakes up, and it's Yoruba that will spearhead it. It's Yoruba that will spearhead it. Yoruba, Igbo, this Biafra and this Oodua, you see, they are spearheading the freedom, the liberation of the whole of Africa. And Yoruba is now charging forward. Yes. So I pray to God that, you know, we will be able to hold on, because there is, there is going to be a big war against this rising. I'm telling you, the Black Americans are already awake. They are fighting. They are saying this is who we are. They are already saying we are Yoruba. We are Igbos. They are running. And many of them are being clamped down already. And I say the way, what Alana has started now, these words that he has said, I pray that God will help us. And then to you, Maiyegun, I just want to thank God that you exemplify this. You've been an example of the kind of people that we are praying and hoping that would be the leaders of this future world. Anyway, it's not future anymore. It is now that world that is coming. And that leads me to my one question I will ask, so that if anybody wants to contribute after now, they may be able to say something to it. You know, that all these are our politicians, you know, that are now there running around. I know it's good to extend a hand to them. So what are we going to put in place that they will not bring the infectious corruption virus that they already have? Because I don't blame them. It is the system. The system already is infected. If I went into that system today, if you went into that system
exactly,
today,
that's how it is.
If you try to stop it, they will kill you. And you will say, okay, I will die. And you will die. And it will continue.
And they will replace you, of course, now.
Yes. What measures are we going to put in place that this kind of thing is not perpetuated in the future we are talking about? This is my question.
Let me answer that too. Yeah, let me answer that too before you go, okay? Because I have an idea, which is related to what we are doing as well. One of the things that makes people trust me so much is that people may not say it. They know that I make a very good money from my talk show and all that, right? And they believe that we can trust Maiyegun. And trusting Maiyegun means nobody can actually bribe Maiyegun for it. The guy has a job. The guy is actually good with his friends and fans. Like, it will be impossible except if he's a greedy person that is not telling us that we didn't know. But behind the back of your heart, you believe that it will take a lot to actually get this guy to shut up, this Maiyegun, by any politicians. So which means we have a reliable backing. Now, if we can transform that into the struggle itself, right? It will be difficult. Go on.
Look, listen to me, my brother. Good. The fact that people can trust Maiyegun has got nothing to do with whatever money you think you are having now. It's peanut compared to the money that the people who are selling out are making.
The trust I'm talking about. I'm only giving an example that if few people could empower Maiyegun to believe that nobody can buy him, right? No matter how little I get or no matter how much I get, right? So I'm now saying, think about that in a bigger form, where millions of people who believe strongly in this are those behind the advocacy itself. What do you think the politicians can take to take over such struggle? That's what I'm trying to say. When
I don't believe they can ever take over that struggle, you know, because there are people of intent who are running.
Right.
I'm just saying, as for you, Maiyegun, it is just your personality. You have decided. It's not because of a struggle of that started yesterday.
Right.
This is Maiyegun. If I knew you 10 years ago, I would know you. Maiyegun, you know, you will not be able to and all that, you know. So I am saying, especially to even see how these two men came and said, based on this recommendation, we are choosing this person. You know, I have a word, one wise word that the Holy Spirit gave me at one time. He said, if you are looking for a leader, go and set among the servants. He said, because a leader is just a servant who you discover leaders among servants.
I think they said a leader is a servant with more responsibilities, something like that.
That's right. You are just if you to find a leader, look for a servant. That is the leader. He doesn't have time. He's not thinking about his money. He's not thinking about himself. He understands the responsibility of leadership. And since you are already in that, please can you help us project it forward? If nobody is talking about it, but I believe these people are great people. These people are wise people. As they sit down and deliberate. Well, yes, ọmọdé gbọ́n, àgbàlagbà tún gbọ́n. Things can happen. So when we sit down, we should always be ready to also tell everybody, how are we going to choose the people who will lead this, our new hope that we are talking about, so that we don't end up in the same ditch that we are trying to
I get you clearly now. You are talking about post referendum Yoruba nation. Who are the kind of characters that will be in charge of what have you? Yeah, I think that's a big one. And yeah, we could find a lot of people who can handle Yoruba nation. Millions of them all over the world right now. We can find the best among the best if they participate in the whole struggle as we talk. They should be the one to control them and to manage the country. And whatever country we want to have, then we should have that. We should have that ideology, like Baba said, ideology that everybody believes in and build on. Right. That ideology should take us to our country, shouldn't it?
It should. Hallelujah. I say once again, congratulations to all of us that we are beginning to wake up, going into the new place. Congratulations to you for the steps that you've taken and for the new responsibility God has given to you.
Yes.
I have no doubt that your God's hand is upon you to do what you are doing. I have no doubt at all. You're a man that is open like a book, crazy if he has to be, but actually open. I mean, this is the real thing. Open. Nothing to hide. So God bless you.
And you
let me let other people.
God bless you, sir. It's a pleasure. Let me take another one, as you said. So here we go. Hello there. I actually thought I connected you earlier. One second though. Hey, I got you. So hello, ma.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma.
Thank you so much for today's program.
You're so welcome. Do you mind tuning down the broadcast? I mean, the volume is coming back to us.
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
Okay. So,
yes,
thank you so much for today.
So welcome, ma'am.
This is the day I've been looking forward. I'm so happy you bring Father, our great Father, I just thank God for this, your platform. The last time I called in, many people have been trying to recognize my voice because I'm a public servant like you. I serve people. I work with people. And I don't know, the spirit, since I've been listening to you, the spirit I have in me, like, I've started to believe what I'm saying, apart from people saying it. When I see that journey, when it started from all these brokers during the pandemic, I was at home. I was like, I can't wait because I've been going around the world a little bit as small as I am. And I can tell you, I've been having this experience of something needs to be changed. I'm a woman, and some people think when I talk, they don't think, oh, Kafila, it's not gonna happen. Trust me, I know we're gonna have our nation.
Yes.
But it's people like you we need it. People that have belief, strong, focus, understanding, integrity. This is what we need.
That's right.
I'm so happy with the company I'm working for. It wake me up. It gives me the energy. It makes me believe in myself. And thanks to Miss Princess that always call as well. Those are the women we needed in society. We need more of them. We need them to wake up and work for us and support us. It's not going to be easy task, but at the same time, we can get to that journey. Many of my friends have been sharing your platform with them. Please listen to this guy. He's telling us something great, something that can happen. I live in abroad, but I'm not going to be pretending. I love to go back home. I love to go and live where I brought up, where I was. All my kids, if you see them, they have this attitude, this character that you would think they are born in community of Yoruba land. But they are not born there because I've been given as a mother and I pass it on to my own children. This is what we want back. We want that day back. We want those opportunities we've been given back to the society, to the community, to everywhere that it can change the world. Yes. We can change that world. Yes. Thank you so much for what you are doing. And I want you to please, I still send you message. You haven't done respond to my message. I want you to respond to that message.
I said I was going to respond, yeah.
Because you might help me. You might help me.
Go on.
You might help me as well with what I'm doing. So I really appreciate you. And everybody that has been contributing, trust me, I want to take something back to my Yoruba land that I've been given. I've been blessed. So you don't know. People want you to come and talk. It's not about talk. It's about action now. And thanks to Baba, God will give them long life, more, so that they can see us to that land. It's not even about them. It's about us. It's about what we try to gather up now and get up. People can come and tell you a lot of things. Trust me, my brother, listen. But don't forget one thing. Yes. God is there for you, and follow your heart. I know. Follow your heart, because your heart speaks to you more than people do. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. And I don't know what to say more, but I just want you to know that.
Don't worry.
People are behind. They are watching. They are listening.
I can respond to your message. I'm going to trace it among the thousands.
Thank you. Thank you. Please don't give up. Don't give any. Everybody, I've given you many advice because I don't know what to do. But what I know is prayer. Yes, but just don't listen to any other thing, but listen to your mind, because it speaks to you a lot. Thank you so much. Have a great night. And
you too.
Love all the families of Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
Have a great evening. Bye.
Thank you. You have a good night, mom. So you see, I love the women. The men, we're like a hype man, but when the women hype you, Baba, just feel enjoy it, you know what I mean? Because it's realer than what you can imagine. Trust me. So, however, I have another caller on the line, but it seems that the network is acting up, connecting this caller. I also saw Princess trying. I've seen many people who have been trying to get in and be part of this conversation. But trust me, I only pick the calls randomly, and they always come through after, after the end of one. I swear, I can only take one at a time. That's another problem. Hello there.
Yeah, Professor Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening to you.
Today, it's one of those happiest days of my life too.
Oh, bless you.
I'm happy today to see you being awarded by two certificates of excellency by two professors. And then I can just say you really earn it. And I can see the heart of so many people. I actually saw you nearly jump out of your seat when those professors are commending you. I
didn't even know how to react, because I'm just like, then they quickly said, we are not trying to flatter you. We are not flattering you. It may sound like that, but listen, we are saying this because we knew. And I'm like, okay, maybe I should smile now. Maybe I should just try and smile. You know what I mean? I'm just there like, okay. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know that all of you saw that.
I can just see you sweating under that agbada, and I just say, oh, I'm happy for Maiyegun. At least, like what I told you the other time, that I said, you earn that respect. Yes. You earn the trust.
Yes.
It's not, there are some millionaires in Nigeria, or billionaires or trillionaires.
That's right.
And they still steal from people who doesn't have at all. And that is the problem in that country, you see. So I was just, you see, I really commend those babas,
Some people were like, they got so mesmerized, so kind of inspired when they listen to those when they listen to Baba Adeniran, when he was talking about plans and he was cutting some back, and they were like, wow, this Baba, see how fluent they are, see how clear-headed they are, see their words so clear, sharp, everybody could hear them. And then you want us to go and follow one call somewhere. Everybody just loved them today. Like, I bet many of you have been hearing Baba Akintoye for a while, Baba Adeniran for a while. You probably have never seen them like you saw them today. I tell you that.
Oh, Maiyegun, I wish I can jump into the TV. Oh, I forgot my betu in Ikale. I will walk straight into your studio there and give you a big hug from the back.
Bless you.
I'm so happy for those babas, for those professors. Because one she Baba Oli, Baba Bewiri, Baba Tonde, Baba Wagbiru, at our minister for ritual murder and advocacy for slaughtered Nigerian through terrorism and harassment. You see, so you earn it, my brother. I can now see the future and the big lives of Yoruba nation. Just like one of one of my Igbo brothers was saying that the actualization of Yoruba nation is a gateway for Biafra Republic.
That's right.
And I really think that, and that is, I said something some time ago on a note on the chat that you are 3 in 1. I'm sorry for my religious brothers and sisters.
Go for it.
3 in 1 means Nnamdi Kanu, Igboho, and yourself in 1. Because when Igboho was in Benin Republic, Nnamdi Kanu was stolen or thief from Kenya. You are the one advocating on their behalf, speaking their mind, telling the world, this is exactly what these people want, this is what they mean, and you are shedding the light, opening the heart and the mind and the foresight of people to see, oh, what is great. You see, and that is 3 in 1. I wish my brother Shore, whom we are from the same Ikale, can join this Yoruba nation. How superb that one will be. Because it's a big problem to them over there in their core.
In his own right, he's doing us proud in that part too. Remember?
Yeah.
Always be a Yoruba man. Many people will never join, Baba. They are going to join. You see, I tell people all the time, I said, listen, there's something I figured out about Nigeria a very long time ago, as young as I am, that no matter how much you build the expectation, the trust, whatever you want to expect from Nigeria will always disappoint you. It will always make you feel like you wasted your time believing that it's going to get better. You get what I mean now? No matter how long you feel like. Some people are waiting for next election right now, Now, they will meet their own reality, and they will feel like, man, Nigeria no feel better again. That is what Nigeria is. Save yourself distress. Join those who knows why it is so, and make it easier on yourselves. Break it up and save lives. We will have to make that message understood by everybody. Everybody, in this case, sir.
Yeah. You see, just like what, just thank you, Maiyegun. You see, just like what I keep saying, the Yorubas, they are so blessed. We're fertile land ourselves. That is human resources. We're fertile land. We don't need any
disaster or anything, anytime that we can say, hey, this thing they kill us. So no, we are so blessed. Better weather all year round. And yet,
but I mean, look at us. Just like what the professor was saying. A Nigerian, a doctor in America, brought out a photos. It has never been done.
Never.
In the world.
It's the first to do it, and so far so good. Is the only person that has done it.
In the United Kingdom here, there's one professor. That man is from Ogun State. I don't know what God has given you to you people, Ogun people. The man, the name is a professor. He's a doctor. It's not even a professor. It's a doctor. They name a whole word for on his name. Yeah, because even when that man was sick, do you believe that the whole hospital is sick during because they were all the doctors? Oh, he's the best. He's the best. He's the life wire. Is this? Is that? You can imagine, and the same thing in all fields of areas of specialization.
That's right.
In engineering, you are there. In science, we are there. Even maybe by Jebapa, they are there. So, but if we, because I think we are the people that are good in Yoruba land, they are 70 to 30 by my own percentage. The rest 30, we can easily run them over.
That's right.
You see?
We can influence the remaining 70 and then reduce it to maybe 30. Now we'll be in 70. Then we take over. It's possible, right?
Yeah. So you see, when Baba was talking, I'm looking the future of Yoruba, that Baba will hand over the baton to the first elected president of Yoruba nation. And Maiyegun, and I know at that time you'll be beaming with smile because you are one of those people that's going to be in the history. We're all
going to make the history because that's what happened. We will all make it, especially when we get to advanced stage where, I'm looking forward to a day where we're going to discover so many people who have been behind the scene, watching, monitoring, and they're now part of it. And it becomes a bigger thing around that time, you will see a different smile. Some people will just be like, Maiyegun, what happened? Are you smiling or something happened to your family? Like, I'm just going to be smiling all day, all night, and all that. Yes, we are looking forward to that, sir. Thank you. Let me take another call, and we can call it a night today. We are reviewing. That's what we call it. And I'm glad that I have a lot of people in who are also participating. Hello there. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Maiyegun, yes, sir.
Hello.
Hello, Shangomi.
Hello. Hello.
I'm going to be all night, So what happened is that if you call me, just leave that TV, leave that phone, leave that broadcast, talk to me on your phone. If not, if you are talking and you are waiting for your TV to respond, you'll be delaying the conversation. Okay. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, brother. How are you?
Maiyegun lawamo dojo.
Maiyegun Diary. Number one. Today, in South Africa.
Yeah. Actually, I enjoyed myself this afternoon. I actually had a very, very educative and a pleasant conversation with the two elders.
It was amazing.
Very, very pleasant. And these are the kind of education I've been pleading for. And it's just the starting though. That's why actually I had to tell Professor Adeniran about my own commitment here in South Africa. And I'm still on it as well. And I'll see.
I'm going to link you up. They want to talk to you. So I'm just thinking that we should just enjoy the rest of the day today. Exactly. So tomorrow is another day. I can make an arrangement, text you first, see if you are available, and I can link you up with them. They are so happy that you called and made that proposal earlier. Go on, Tunde.
Yeah. We've been able at least also because in the way to struggle, in the way to liberation, not everything.
No, you don't have to say much. Yeah, no.
Yeah, which is understandable. I understand it. And we are learning from them. Yeah. So actually, I don't know. There's this kind of suggestion. They may give, but I don't know. Maybe it's a good one.
All AS. Go on.
Yeah. I want to suggest something that everyone who's going to be included in this liberation, when it's time, tabak baton. I don't want us to be involved in any kind of administrative position. I have my reasons for saying this.
Right.
I know people would like to bat my head off, but pertaining to what have happened in the past in other countries,
right,
who have been liberated, I also liberate one no matter she won't last. Yeah, I don't know why it's always like that. That's why I said that too. But people can, maybe you can educate me, and because I'm open to education.
We have a lot to catch up on when it gets to that part. But your concern is legit. I know where you're coming from. But getting involved, start with who are those getting involved and what are you passing along? And at the end of the day, these are the people that are going to formulate the policies. They're going to formulate the laws. They're going to put everything and structural what have you in place, for that nation. So definitely they will need to be trusted. But it's a journey that we are all ready to learn.
It's a long one. It's a long one, Baba. It's a long one. And I have to say congratulations, Baba. I was supposed to say that earlier on. Congratulations, Maiyegun.
Oh, thank you. Everybody is saying congratulations, congratulations. It was a big responsibility, right?
Baba,
and, you know, it is not an easy one. But
Maiyegun,
again...
Maiyegun only starting congratulate Maiyegun.
Okay.
Maiyegun, you know when
maybe you will tell me. Tunde can tell me.
Yeah,
Tunde
you knew what happened now. Baba, you knew what happened when you started this thing now. You knew what happened. Oh, there. Oh, Along there for 10 years, Baba.
That's right. That's right.
And you say, we will not say congratulations. Baba, oh, there. Oh. So, Baba, me, I don't learn from you. Even though I'm older than you, with maybe 2 years, but I still learn from you, Baba.
We all learn from ourselves. I mean, is that not what makes it the temple of truth? A place where, you know, we can speak our mind and we can at the same time learn from one another, which is
learn from one another.
Unique,
Yeah, this is what
we learn it on Maiyegun that we can disagree. I can say, you see, Maiyegun, I disagree with Tunde. And I'll be like, why?
Of course.
I will say, I disagree with Tunde's position because me, I think this way. And nobody takes an offense. Tomorrow, we are back again. We may be agreeing with Tunde. That's one thing that makes us right on this platform. You're right.
Yeah, you're very correct, Papa. Papa, I've been learning a lot from so-called white people. They disagree, but that doesn't make them not work together.
Make you enemies,
I used to tell people, yes, I used to tell people this thing. Learn. Okay, some people, they're a little bit superior than us in the way because of the reason why they're superior than us, because I'll make it happen from around. Let us learn how to work. Because they're not better than us, for God's sake. Let us learn. Oman disagree, but Oshima work together. Because if
work together. You see, we have been asking people all this while. Tunde, now we have to show them. Tunde, you know what is changing now? Even though we are still going to be talking, or you know the difference now is that most of what we are going to be saying, people should be taking them serious now. Because we're going to be putting action into our words. You get what I mean now?
Yeah.
So which means we are no longer just going to be telling people, why are you not doing this? Why can't people, you know what I mean? We are going to be showing them. Which means you and I, we have a lot to do. We're going to do more than talking. You're going to be doing your part in South Africa, you promised, yeah?
Yeah, a lot to do.
So you have to show people. You don't tell them. You show them. This is how we do it.
Yeah,
this is it.
Yeah, and I want to tell the Maiyegun comrades, hey, I respect you now. I love you.
People will no fear you. I fear people will no fear Maiyegun's friend. But they will figure it out.
I love you guys. You guys are too much. I watch the comment section. Everybody comes with ideas, we disagree, but we still talk. We still chip in. That's what I love about you guys. You guys are too much. Apart from the way the people that rubbish, those breedings or whatever.
I want sour. We still don't stop them from watching. Baba. We don't stop them from calling, but we just don't want them to distract us. That's the only thing they offend us with. Yeah.
We won't stop them from watching. We will educate them. They will change their mind last.
Yes,
no worry.
Eventually.
They will change their mind last. But they don't worry.
It's a matter of
Baba,
time.
good work, Baba.
Keep it on, Baba. I'm with you, Tunde. God bless you.
Yeah, no one. Yeah.
Nice one, Baba. Yeah. Now let me take another one again. As well. Hello there.
Maiyegun General.
Yes, sir.
Maiyegun General.
Yes, sir.
This is another Tunde calling from Texas.
Another Tunde, Texas. Please, sir. Go on.
How you doing, Maiyegun, today?
I am surviving. I mean, I haven't been so better. So thank you. How are you?
Definitely will continue to survive.
We will.
And I want to say thank you very much for all that you are doing.
Thank you.
I watch you every day. I call once in a while if I get through. But in all, I just want to say keep the fire burning.
I will. That's a promise.
Keep the fire burning.
Thank you.
However, while Alana and Professor Wale Adeniran, when they were with you this morning, I was also live with you because I woke up, I was waiting. So, and thank God I was able to watch it throughout, including all the suggestions that were made. I made a suggestion in the comment section. I know there were so many things going on, and you might not be able to pay attention to all. And I want to say is right here.
Please.
That
the remittances of people in diaspora, as we know the power of that in Nigerian economy. I think it is high time that we establish a system that we take this power of bureau de change away from the Hausa Fulani. So that the money you are remitting and the one I'm remitting will be exchanged by Yoruba, and the proceed will come to Yoruba. I made that in the comment section about 2 or 3 times.
I think I saw it. I saw it.
So it is how we begin to figure that out. It's not by in one shop where they can just organize themselves to go and attack people, but we can make it online in a way that we know that this thing, the money we are sending, because as we are working and I am working, the people that are actually remitting money are people from southern Nigeria. So the money you are sending and the one I'm sending, it is the aboki that are making profit on it.
That's right.
So it is high time we look inward, establish our own bureau de change, even if it is going to be powered by Alana, so that the profit that is coming from it can also go to the National Fund or to the Yoruba Rescue Fund.
People get working brain on MaiyegunSdiary Politico that I think I'm going to be needing a secretary soon that will be helping me write all these ideas down. I'm with you. Continue today, Baba.
Honestly, Maiyegun. So if we do that, we are going to be taking significant power away from them.
Economic,
believe me,
very, very strong one.
Economic sanction against them for our own benefit. And in that case, the profit that comes from this, we can put it in the fund for the Yoruba Nation movement.
That's right. And it will be legit.
So please, yes, so let all of us begin to see how this can, how we can make this workable as soon as possible.
God bless you. Now, we know that there are Yorubas who are also bureau de change. They are also transfer agents. Some of you are all over. I don't use, I don't have bank in Nigeria. I don't use Western Union or anything. If I have to make any payment to anybody, I pay straight into their bank account, the equivalent of whatever the exchange rate is given to me by this my Yoruba sister here in Glasgow. And you have them all over London, all over America. They can galvanize that and get a central one for this purpose. I believe in that idea. Anyway, hello there. Hello. Oh, did I just lose my caller there? I'm so sorry if I have I missed that. Anyway, I'm thinking of us rounding up. Our review has kind of exposed a lot of ideas tonight. Okay, let me take this. I have one. Hello, sir.
Good evening. I'm so surprised I got into because it's my first time.
Sorry. I mean, it's like a battle, and I'm glad you got through as well. I lost my caller there, and I was able to get you, but I've been seeing you making effort to get there. Go on, sir.
And you know what I don't want to do? I don't want to take any of your time. I want to be quick as I can. What would I want to say? I was playing the replay of the Babas today and the professors.
The conversation.
Yeah, the conversation. From Ireland. So I don't want to. But my main point is, from what I gathered from what our Baba saw, money Kalu Nigeria as an example, rule. Tí èèyàn bá wá jàyàn ní olè, wọ́n ní téèyàn tó lè bá wọlé èèyàn tó bá wá kó èèyàn ní tó àbí téèyàn rẹ́ǹtì ilé fún èèyàn tó kó èèyàn lẹ́yìn tó wá tẹ́nìyàn tó wá bọ́n ṣe máa ń sọ òun ló tó wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣe kọ́kọ́rọ́ ló wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ fix yẹ àbí ló wá ń pàṣẹ fún ẹni ilé ẹ pé tó bá máa fẹ́ mo rẹ́ǹtì yàrá kan fún ẹ bọ̀ tó bá fẹ́ wá wọnú ilé ẹ ò pè mí o kí n tó wá sílẹ̀kùn fún ẹ because mo ní kí ẹrù nínú ilé ẹ ẹrù ẹ tó jí àmì ìwòlé then àwa wá di olè tí wá gba ìlú tiwa àwa ti wá di a ti di ẹrú kákàkiri everybody ń sá kákàkiri bọ̀ ìsìn it's a lesson for us. Báwọn bàbá yẹn ṣe sọ pé ta ni ò fẹ́ lọlé? Wọ́n ní ilé làbọ̀ sinmi oko. Who wants to say in this America, in this England, in this part of it, everybody, I've been listening to your program for at least a year now, and I've seen people call from maybe everywhere in this world. Motiri India, Motiri Malaysia, Motiri Australia, Motiri is that where everybody wants to stay? So it's about time that we all ask ourselves this question. Tó bá yẹ pé gbogbo wa fẹ́ dúró sí ìlú onílù ká fi ṣèlú wa, everybody gbàgbé nǹkan tá a fẹ́ ṣe. But majority of us, I know, èmi tí mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí mo mọ̀, there's people around all of us. Everybody is just tired. Everybody has had enough. Wọ́n ní tí nǹkan ò bá ṣiṣẹ́, wọ́n ní tí ìyàwó ò bá da nínú ilé, tá a bá lè kúrò. So let's, I don't know how to say it in English. Let's scatter. How are we going to say it? Let's scatter everything.
Oh, just break up more to save lives.
Just to save life. Everybody get joko. Ọmọdé ni mí ní
gbogbo ọmọ ayé gbogbo àgbàdo àwọn máa jókòó tó dà mọ́ kọ́tà fẹ́ sọ ní pé ẹ wá àti ṣetán bá a fẹ́ máa lọ. Now, kí ni àwọn nǹkan tí ẹ fẹ́ báwo ni process yẹn lẹ ṣe fẹ́ kórìí because àti ní process ti wà kó ní ká pín gbá káláwo pín àwò kó ní ṣíbí pín ṣíbí kálọ̀ ó ti yẹn sì ìyẹn ni reason tá a ṣe fẹ́ jókòó.
Yes, sir. And not to deviate from the point at all. The point tí mo fẹ́ fílẹ̀ gangan tí mo ṣe pè ní pé let's now go through the right channel. Kí àwọn bàbá yẹn ṣe sọ àwọn èèyàn tó bá support wa ká make ẹ̀ bọ́n ṣe ní South Africa bọ́n ṣe create awareness fáwọn èèyàn ńlẹ̀ ayé pé in the 90s wọ́n máa ń ṣe báyìí níbì kan nílẹ̀ Africa wọ́n máa ń pa àwọn èèyàn we should create that awareness to the world káwọn èèyàn rí whether èèyàn tó bá ń wọ tó ń support Chelsea èèyàn tó ń support bla bla ó ṣe Chelsea ẹ̀ Yorùbá nation ó gbé sẹ́yìn ẹ̀ èèyàn tó bá ń ṣe Biafra ó gbé sẹ́yìn ẹ̀ èyí tó bá wọn ẹ̀ break Nigeria èyí tó bá wọn ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn Jẹ́sí ẹ̀ gbé sí táwọn èèyàn bá ń rìn lójú títì tó gbé .com kíní kan ọ̀gì kíní tán ní kàmú everybody lọ máa register táwọn èèyàn wò pé kíní there's this thing I don't know what they call it now táwọn young people ṣe you like a scanner you take a picture of it and it will bring you straight to the link.
Right.
Like a barcode. Àwọn fancy shop you man ṣe just a barcode you just scan it and it brings you straight to the website or Facebook page or whatever it has to bring you to know at least as even as a foreigner this kind of thing is still happening in this country táwọn èèyàn kó ewúrẹ́ àti ìjù àti ajá pọ̀ sínú.
Tẹ̀wá ní kí peace wà kọ́ manage peace.
Baba, don't let me allow other people.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, you happen to be, you're going to be my last caller anyway tonight because of my time as well. However, let's use this last part to quickly touch the petition, okay? The petition is Ominira Yoruba 2022.org, all right? I'm going to post it in the comments now, so you can check the comments yourself. Ominira Yoruba. But it's so kind of funny when I begin to see some people. I don't know what people's problem can be, but I'm just going to say this, and I'm going to say it for once, okay? So I had these people who always, they are on YouTube. They have been following this conversation now. And the issue of a petition or no petition and all that, when it was brought to my attention, I said I was going to help people to explain how to do it. And I did that on MaiyegunsDiary Politico. I guided people on how to do that. I didn't just do that. I also went as far as, after sharing it to over 500,000 of my followers on Facebook, yeah, I also promoted it. And I told you about that, yeah. I also told you about that, not only that did I share this to over, over 500,000 of my own followers, I also spent my money. I put on 200 pounds to promote this petition. And I remember that when I started talking about the petition itself, it was somewhere around 58,000, if you remember that. And in the last, just in the last 24 hours to 48 hours, you all can say, well, it has improved a lot. But it's so shameful if some of these people just turn around and say, Maiyegun, why don't you talk about the petition? Why don't you talk? You don't be an ungrateful idiot, okay? I am not that kind of a person that is so nice when idiots are trying to get attention from me, okay? So I am somebody who is so straight with whatever I want to do, and I explain it as clear as I could. And in this case, do your part, okay? So I don't have to keep shouting petition everywhere, all right? So if you want to learn more about the petition or no petition, right, just do your part. Copy it, share it, and share with whoever you want to share with. Stop nagging about, Maiyegun talk about the petition. Maiyegun bring so. No. Don't be unfortunate, okay? So I've done my part, do your part, and everybody should do their own part. Do you understand that now? So don't bring that madness around me, and don't try to make it look like my platform is about the petition, okay? My platform is to promote it. I've done my part, and I'll keep doing it. If you haven't signed it, go there and find it and sign it. It is in your comments. Copy it and use it. And don't be an unfortunate person shouting petition on MaiyegunsDiary Politico. Don't be an unfortunate person, no. I just thought I should tell you. And to all my friends who joined me tonight, thank you very much for your time, for your contribution. And to everybody who tried to get in as well who couldn't. I bet I heard you loud and clear. Your support and every other suggestion that has been contributed on the platform today, I have picked few that I could, I'm going to use. There are so many. As brilliant as they are, there are some that stood out, and we're going to explore them and see how we're going to utilize them to deliver something that is touchable, something meaningful, something relatable, and that's the point. You get what I mean now? So, thank you very much for your time once again. Continue to do your part. I'll continue to do my own part. Everybody should continue to do their own part. And when we get to that part where we are going to, unveil the mass participation of people in this, yes, you will be more prouder than you are today. So to every one of my friends out there, yeah, I'm going to continue to work around the template, like I said, the template we're going to use. When I'm convinced enough with the template that this is going to work, this is reliable, it is safe, I will share that with you. And we're going to launch the Yoruba Rescue Fund as I have been authorized to do. And I'm not just only authorized to do it. So many people have actually pledged their own support. Some names were mentioned earlier in the conversation today. Some of you may not grasp with them. I actually have people who are vying for me, or let's say vouching for me in different sectors back in Nigeria and all over the world. They wanted this to happen. Now that we have been given the go-ahead to do it, I will go and do my own homework. Hopefully before the end of this month, I am going to come up with something workable, and it will blow like wildfire. Until then, thank you for all your support. As always, I'm going to see you some other time. To my super chatters, thank you. I've been unable to acknowledge your generosity in the past few days. It's just been like that. But don't think don't think any of your generosity or contribution or donation, as we call it, super chats, has gone unnoticed. No, none of them. I appreciate you, and I'll continue to say thank you to every one of you for your support. I'm going to see you some other time. Until then, don't go without dropping your offering. Like that video, share it, and have a sound, safe night. Good night to all of you.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. bójó bá rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù. Máyégún ti dé. Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù. Máyégún ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù. Máyégún ti dé. Aṣòfin ti ń rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù. Máyégún ti dé. Òkúra olóṣèlú. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lé ibo níṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́. Ó ti jọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkan ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o. Ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn.